up against a couple defenders. Crabs his own miss. Good offensive rebound. Shulga on top. A triple. And picked up by K.D. Johnson.
Shulga has not shot the ball man-to-man at some point in the possession, which they've done right now.
Clark to Shulga. Shulga will take it in. There's a lot of traffic in there, but he finds two.
Well, you know, you go to a defense like that because you're trying to...
It's Clark and Shulga. Shot clock at 4, working it down. Maddox defends the 3 off. Rebound, Bamboye was held. Foul clock winding down the first half. Jackson will dance. O'Connor is there. Here is a 3. And a rebound collected. Shulga got it. He taps it in at the buzzer. Ever present.
And once again, you see a situation where VCU cannot secure a defensive rebound, and they paid for it.
That 3 won't throw. And picked up by Zach Anderson.
He is a very capable three-point shooter. He shoots almost 39% from out there.
He started 28 of 33 games. Shulga knocked away inside. Swatted away by Anderson. They'll reset with Jackson. A shimmy, a drive, a feed. Shulga, aim, shoot, score! Big-time triple when they needed it the most. Phillips with the defense. Damasio, the fake, the drive, the feed. Shulga, 3. Rebound O'Connor.
Kevin, he's just not shooting that ball with much.
Another screen by Bamboye. Shot clock at 6. Shulga against Anderson. Step back, the 3. Wow.
He's got a son that's pretty good, right?
He sure does. As long as that ankle's okay. Shulga for 3. Again, off the mark. They've missed a couple of threes out of the gate. Winsup.
Third team all A-10 performer. They're dropping a dime. We talked about the freshman, how much I like him. No rotation there. Got a dunk for Loyola.
And Shulga's able to snake his way right to the basket. 2-point game.
Yes, yeah, he got away with. Not calling that today.
Ball's knocked away by Edwards. Shot clock is at 2. Shulga lets it fly. Oh, man, that had a chance to go in.
Certainly look good for here where we're sitting. To fight today. And this time of year, doesn't matter what happens during the season when you play a team. Right now, it's what it's all about.
Shulga trying to answer. Shulga does answer.
And it's about that. That young man being 8.
Shulga's along the baseline. Kicks it off to Bell for 3. Way short. Saved by Shulga. Shot clock did not reset. Deloach with the block.
In this game, if you want to grow your game mentally as well as physically, find the right coach and the right program.
Shulga for 3, and he's able to feather it home from deep downtown.
Are you kidding me?
That's his 3rd block so far today.
It's like a bug on a windshield.
Shulga step back 3, no good. Loose ball, and Deloach with the rebound. There's a guy that picks the pocket of Deloach. And Shulga so calm, thought about the 3, puts it on the deck, now the 3, no good. Wow. What would this place have done if he made that? Here he goes again from the right side. No good again. And Clark is going to be called for the foul. It's going to be a pushing.
Awesome, guys.
AJ, I'll tell you, the way this crowd has reacted for Loyola, they may be able to lift him right back into the game. Shulga down low. Shulga able to pinball it off the rim and in.
Yeah, he gets that shoulder advantage.
Well, there you go. He's got it. Covered by Watson. Back to Furman. Right back to Shulga. Shulga for 3. No good. And a rebound by Dawson. Thing but go down.
Got to get the ball to your bigger guards inside, just like that.
There you go. 54-51.
Jackson and Shulga, Tom, put them
nationally ranked this year, but VCU's 2 losses recently in conference or in the last 2 months, shot 5 for 30 and 5 for 31 on 3. So sometimes 3-point shooting's random. Like any team, you notice they're going aggressive at counts on pick and roll, making him pass the ball, not letting him get in the paint.
Clark, cross-court pass, 3-pointer off the mark from Shulga. And here comes count. Clark, cross-court. Jackson thought about a 3. Shulga, an open 3. That won't go. And rebound to Moore. Now Noel Brown has it stolen away. Make it 5. Shulga, transition 3, no go. Offensive rebound to Jennings. 3:45 to play in this first half. Shulga gonna back him down. He likes the matchup with the freshman. Shulga can't hit, rows the board. Furman a steal. Thinking about a corner three is Russell. He drives. Shulga left it short. Bamasil, he's headed back. Russell behind the back. Now Russell gets walled up. Shulga for three. Shulga still can't hit. He is over. Shulga into the paint, and Shulga's on the board.
You knew he would break the ice, the court, and this is every game. And he's got to do it for 40 minutes.
And it worked. They're going to double him. Clark comes up with a steal. Shulga wide open three. He still can't find his rhythm in a foul.
Of course, it helped, but they've just been beat off the bounce.
Saw the starting five for the Flyers. How big is Cheeks going to be, not only in this game, but has been throughout the season for them?
When he is aggressive and he's getting over 10 field goals attempted, not even made, this team, Dayton wants to play, and they're able to do it.
And this is what you have to do here in this building. Get off to a good start and not crack the all night. As Shulga puts up a three-pointer and hits it for VCU. Jackson, up and under, doesn't go. Follows his own shot. Latong's right behind him. Shulga, another three. That one's no good. Clark, another offensive rebound. Shulga again. How many times are you going to give him the chance, though?
That's the problem.
DC next week. Anything can happen.
It's a great equalizer. I mean, look, this building is almost 8,000 people packed like to the gills every game. It's hard to win here, but they've won the road too. As Furman tips it back out. Win. He was probably 0 and 180, but that one is going to sting. I don't know what went on. I think too many push-ups and pull-ups in the gym this morning messed me up.
We played 4 rounds. You did win 3-1, but
who cares? I lost one.
You lost one. That's why he's upset.
Again, because they're going to play 2-play-1. They like to hedge out Bamboye, try to impact the ball handle. They'll pick and pop up the open. Great job, like the court top there by Bamboye to seal off Latong so there could be no help. 5 for Cheeks as Dayton goes back up 2. 11 assists on the 15 made baskets for the Flyers. Shulga step back 3, that's in and out. And Santos with the block out as Smith has it. Green in that part of the floor in the middle third has been so beneficial for Dayton, whether it's Cheeks or Smith's been doing it all second half. They need to continue to come off that thing, and that should be the primary way they're going into offense in the half court, because VCU is 14 on the clock. You just don't need to take it. And it wasn't a foul.
You can get that contested shot anytime.
Yeah.
Here's Shulga, got a screen, and he's short with that shot.
It almost compounded the problem. Sanders just ran into the screen.
It is VCU possession, minute 21 to go as Shulga gets it into Bamboye. And now here's Clark. Bamasil back to Shulga, coming out of the screen, puts up a 3, it's not there. Hasn't been the night shooting from the 3 ball for VCU.
And dunk that thing.
Especially after the missed free throw. 18.6 seconds to go. Oh, and it's a steal. Clark to Shulga. It's good. And they're going to hold it up with 15.5. It looked like Shulga. 3-point lead. 5.2 seconds to go. Here's Jackson. A 3 for the tie. Zeb Jackson finding Shulga. Puts it out. No good. And Dayton wins it.
An 85-68 victory at home over George Mason. Just put together an excellent game altogether. Shulga stepping back, fading away, shot no good, and now it has been terrific for VCU over the last 4 games. Shulga back up top, Jackson pump fake, sets his feet. Shulga, he'll try a triple, and he hits it, and the Rams take the 2-point lead.
You mentioned we talked
the first 4.5 minutes of this game, notched up at 6 apiece. 2 threes for VCU. Shulga, pump fake, fundamental down low, gets the 2.
So good, and just to piggyback on what you were saying, the rest of the year, this team is certainly worthy and can win games in the tournament.
Chris Walker, it's March. We can absolutely talk about it as Shulga misses the 3 from the corner. Another offensive rebound. Jennings gets, and Bamboye with those 2 fouls still on the floor.
Watch this ball screen here, see how they guard it. Good job by Nexus getting over it.
Shulga, step back 3. Oh, playing with his dinner right now.
Come on now. You know, if I am Duquesne, this is exactly, that's why it was a key. Tempo and where I want the game. This kid here, man, come on.
Shulga,
I couldn't get my point out.
of VCU's 24 points.
But this is stuff you got to work on because you never know when you're going to need it. Got to get in bounds, though.
Clark dancing on the sideline. What's the pass? Shulga will have a chance. One last heave. It'll be short. But Shulga certainly did his. Keep in mind, the Rams with a win tonight would claim a share of the A-10 regular season title. Russell back out to Shulga. Shulga, oh, he is still warm for the first half. 18 undefeated Big East season underneath Gino Auriemma.
That is amazing.
Wild.
I mean, the job that he has done.
Shulga misses it. Bamboy, the offensive rebound,
played offensively like we're accustomed to seeing him play.
Bama Seal sends Edwards flying, flips it over. Shulga, catch, fire, three, too strong. Clark, rebound, Bama Seal, pump fake, one more time.
Minutes, and you might end up losing by double figures.
Absolutely, that 3-minute lull could be the difference. You have to be locked in, getting stops, taking care of the ball, and taking good shots. As Shulga gets 2 feet in the paint, hits a little fadeaway over Kuchera.
You said it right by the Wildcats after trailing 16-1.
It's a couple really good possessions on both sides of the ball. Here's another cut off the top. Shulga gets it to go, but you can't have that. Like, that's the breakdowns are too easy. Like, VCU's still getting it all. And then we had to watch a few more, but then Matt McKillop shut it down and said that was kind of embarrassing. But Gibbs he was money and nobody was surprised.
He was an incredible shooter.
Oh, man.
You saw it there as Furman
identified this 1-3-1 and attacked it very well in his possession.
Shulga to Bell, going baseline, gets shut off. Back to Shulga, who puts up the three. It's no good. Rebound, Bamboy, another offensive goal. That's out. Shulga for three. I was going to say when it's going your way, right? Three, yes.
When they get paint touches, they can score, but it's hard to do that. But they played off 2. Good kick out, good extra pass. That is really bad transition defense, but Shulga couldn't make. You get to play VCU. You know, you're getting a potential quad 1 win if you can win that game too. It may help your resume, which you need to continue to improve. And bear in mind, I think George Mason should be in.
Been able to perform the way he's wanted to. He's got 6 points. He's now 1 for 12 from the field, and that has hurt Davis' chances for sure. And this guy, potential player of the year candidate, Max Shulga works his way in. Tough little fadeaway. Offensive rebound, a basket, and a foul. That's what VCU.
It's a veteran team, VCU. A lot of players have a tremendous amount of experience.
Shulga, one of them, off the baseline. 5th-year senior who played for Ryan Odom at Utah State. Bama Seal, their leading scorer, attacks, and now Philip Russell. 5th-year senior off the shot fake, finds Shulga. Good look from inside to outside, and that's been the also well into the game. Richmond down double digits before either Neshkovich or Walls scores for the Spiders. And now Shulga, the 10th, made 3 of them.
Into the A-10 along with Loyola Chicago. So Chris, a great coach, but he lost his top 4 scorers card. That's tough.
Shulga air ball on the baseline, boarded by Mike Walls. But VCU easily gets out of whatever pressure Richmond offers this time. And Shulga gets right to the rim. That's too easy.
Yeah. Veteran player.
And what's looking like win number 23 of the season for VCU. And a season sweep of their rival. Shulga buries the triple down the stretch.
Start for the non-con.
He made 8 threes against St. Louis. I mean, he has been fantastic. The good thing about this team is that's going to go to be on as physical as this game may be. What players are getting in foul trouble, particularly early in the pace set.
That's what Shulga does. He's been doing it for a long double team and throws it away. It's a steal from Bama Seal. He's pushing. He's looking. Extra pass. Shulga 3.
You see 25%. If you're down 1, you're like, we can't play this bad in the second half.
Shulga was tipped by Bamboy, who is back. Bamboy! Whoa! Shulga putting the moves on. And the bucket! And they're going to need a time. Get it to single digits. Bama Seal into the corner. Shulga.
Good job of switching the ball screen. Now you got an advantage. Those guys are so good at switching back.
Shulga right by Woody. Missed the lay-in. Tipped out. Bama Seal.
Quickly get into the line and knocking them down.
They're 13 for 20 in this game, 65%. Shulga, a look. Hit and make. How about that?
How about that?
Shulga, extra pass. And Shulga gets it back and pays it off with a dagger.
Outside, unorthodox sometimes, but he can score the basketball.
Overall, fourth in the league in scoring at 17.2 points per game. Shulga nails the three.
Remember, good. I've said before that Rasul can really score the basketball, but not a selfish player. To find players as well if they're open. This
Shulga cans the three. Going again by UMass. Shulga thought about shooting over the zone. Shot clock down to 10. Shulga will take the three, and it's good. He splashes it home.
Yeah, he's on a heater right now. Great pass there.
1,500 points for his career. Michael Bell to the baseline, up top for Shulga again. He's open. Does he feel it?
Yes,
he does.
Tempo.
Still looking. Working off the screen by Furman. Russell leaves it to the corner for Shulga for three. Yes, it's good. 5 threes for.
I mean, any other game that would be a turnover. They're just not making any mistakes tonight. VCU.
Shulga step back three. It is no good. And Rivera pulls down the rebound.
Michael Bell just in off the bench. His first appearance of the night. Shulga for a three. Team's leading three-point shooter. Misses on his first. Now Jack of 6 since. And they've finally started to get on track. 5 to shoot here. Shulga, top three-point shooter on the team, and that is a bullseye for Max Shulga. His time. But then right to Russell. And another opportunity for VCU. Shulga for his second three comes up short.
Well defended by Drumgoole.
Clark the follow. Got his own miss. Shulga. He doesn't miss many looks like that.
No basket.
For George Washington. He has been sensational this year, leading him in so many offensive categories. Shulga scopes out a three, and he sticks it. Shulga has been in there playing with 3 personal fouls for the last 5 minutes, too. Turns, fades, and connects.
We talked about it. Shulga shoots over.
Russell, the graduate player. They work it around the horn. It's Max Shulga in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Jumper in the middle of the paint. No good. Rebound to Nate Santos.
Something for us to watch all night is the smallest guy on the floor getting an offensive putback.
For VCU, Bamboye is an eye to keep someone on just because of how well he's been playing. And Shulga a little slow to get up on the other end. Latong ripped away. Back and forth we go. Shulga, his three off target, ripped down away by Bamboye. Russell, you know, the more you can do at this age, that's what I like to say. Bell picks up his dribble. Shulga, nice little cut and a finish on the baseline. The switch, Shulga. Wow. They thought it was a carry on the spin move here as Cheeks holding his ground. Shulga tries to go up and over, no good.
Jordan, you can include me in the bay.
20, so nothing to write home about there. Shulga nearly lost his footing. Tough shot. Somehow finds its way in.
Excellent on-ball defense right there. Kept his chest in front.
Shulga fading away. Tough shot. Rebound to Smith. To shoot. Jackson wants to work against Bennett. Shulga in the corner. The pivot and a smooch off the window with the silencer. The left overshoots the angle. Furman the rebound. 7 to shoot. Bell. Shulga contested triple. Too strong. And then we have a foul. It's the first foul on Smith, and it resets the possession for VCU. Shulga, step back triple, knocks it down. A mug shot for Shulga.
They get in against somebody that doesn't. This is a Dayton team that knows what VCU's bringing. Play after play after play.
Shulga, his
play somebody outside the conference, you'll see it.
They set the screen up for Shulga, who knifes through. Well defended. Jackson Has to kick it over. Shulga, 4 to shoot with confident range. Too strong. Clark can't handle it. Alexander Scott. VCU controlling the leather on this end of the floor. Shulga, jab step, triple, rolls out. Clark able to get it.
Were you competitive in practice? Did you create experiences for the players that would transfer to this environment?
Shulga, a 3, and that is a monster triple.
He's showing up for Dayton.
Latong, the handoff, broken up by Shula. And Shulga gets the lay-in to tie it up at 59 apiece.
Well, that's a lot of long arms that are in there for Deuce Jones. Bama seal to the corner. Russell, extra pass. Shulga for 3. Yes!
It happens quick, right, Tom? Here, there you go. I'm sitting here next to you, and the Cougars going to win a chip.
Beyonce won Album of the Year, and you're sitting next to me. That doesn't really go together. Shepard with...
In that timeout, Coach Dumpy said, guys, we got to start putting bodies on people.
That was too easy a shot for Bamboye. He was not able to convert, but Shulga, right place, right time.
This game rebound.
Once no good. I wonder if he was buying into the fans counting down the shot clock.
He should have shot faked and just went right into the guy running at him. But let's see what's on VCU's mind. Let's sprint the ball up.
Shulga with the shot clock at 5. Has it blocked by Etienne. Furman with the shot. It's blocked from behind by Etienne. Offense, they don't press beyond midcourt. Shulga picked up by Etienne. Shulga jab stepping, step back 3. It's good. That's 10 threes.
When it rains, Tom. One thing's for sure, they're playing with pace today and not missing many shots.
Shulga, that one was a sidewinder. A foul
this year, and George Mason, Tony Skinn just done a tremendous job. But there are other guys, right? Other teams, shall I say, Shulga, just too easy. Again, no resistance once they start getting to the paint.
2017. In fact, Ryan Odom even pointed that out at shoot-around today. When talking about you can't take anybody for granted, Shulga didn't have the angle. Lilly with the rebound.
Yeah, they're just playing.
McKeithen. Acker lost it. Pinballing around. Jackson to Shulga. 9-3, a 7-0 run for VCU. And the steal by the Rams. Shulga for 3. Yes! But again, some open looks. And Shulga off the glass. Gets the roll. Largest lead. It's 18 to...
Call his own number a little bit more.
And by the way, I mentioned Ed McLaughlin at Niagara. That's where he was the AD, but it was at American that the two knew each other. There's a 3 from Shulga from the corner. 5.5 to play. Jennings cut off on the double team, tried to get it up top. Luckily into the hands of Bamasil. Shulga from the edge of the logo. And Sulis grabs the rebound. And, you know, he's right. We watched the game before this. St. Joseph's was down 17 at the half before they came back and tied it. Shulga for 3. It's good. Catch and shoot. Everything is going VC. Shot. Little switch. Richmond will switch on a lot of plays defensively. Shulga, advantage size-wise. Whistle blows at a foul underneath on Furman.
Great tape. I thought the angle cut off the defender so they couldn't block the shot. Just not able to get it to go.
Shulga for 3. It's good. Swings it to the corner. Clark for Russell. Russell into the paint. Leaves it down low. Ball deflected out. 2 on the shot clock. And Shulga can't convert, but he got a look.
Good defensive possession for the Spiders.
He finally gets his first bucket.
Really nice cut. That was off of slip action. So Neskovic just moving without the basketball.
Long rebound goes to Russell.
It's all about your response. What do you do next?
Good fake by Zeb Jackson. Cut off by the defense. Shulga up top for 3. Sidewinder no good. Ball tipped out. And picked up.
Nice.
Jackson kicks it up top for Shulga. Shulga thought about slipping the pass, instead slipped it in.
Exactly that. Another steal as Bell is pushing the pace. Good decision.
Yeah, Shulga wide open for three. It's good. I don't even want you to say anymore. It's his. Shulga bumps. Doesn't discourage him from going to the basket. Bamboye with the rebound. Little guys getting their hand in. There, that's not very good. Shulga, Bamasil gets to the paint. Extra pass, Shulga for three. No good off the front of the rim. And the ball bobbles out of bounds. Yeah, there's Shulga. Again, his defense has improved from last year to this year.
Yeah, just a smart player. That's high basketball IQ. They know that on that hammer pass, you got to get to the baseline.
How about that body control? It just didn't go down. It's in and out. And Clark with the rebound. There were about 3 seconds there where I was thinking it was going to go down. And again on the other ends.
Both are connected at a high level. They certainly do a great job with their coach. Shot clock going down.
Shulga throws it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by McCautry. Here's Jimerson into the open floor. He'll pull. Well, it's on their jersey. They like it too.
It's like Nelly. Lou.
There's Shulga. Switched hands.
So
got
good.
the roll. What a shot that was.
Just crafty, so good. And that's what they do. Just give us a travel there. Like it slid a little bit. Got a big-time official crew. Not sure if they didn't miss that one.
Shulga turnaround jumper. No good. Another offensive board for VCU.
And we're talking about shot blocking team in the league. And St. Louis is not afraid to attack them.
Yeah, averaging nearly 6 blocks per game. Shulga's runner off the front of the rim, got his own rebound, gets Avila off his feet, and he's fouled going up.
Do a little bit better job of rebounding on the glass.
Here's Shulga assessing. Shulga turnaround jumper short. And a rebound taken off the floor by St. Louis.
Oh, Shulga had a shot. Once you get trying to post Kobe, that's a shot right there that he can make. They've missed a lot of those shots.
Yeah.
Mari McCautry, the freshman. What a tremendous pass. Pitch and catch. Bad defense.
And Shulga can't convert. It's in and out. Avila.
See if Shulga can get to the rim off this ball screen.
He'll take a three. Too strong. He tried to bank it. And Clark saves.
Will make this thing very interesting.
Yeah, and barely any time has come off the clock.
Of that handoff. He's got to shoot that.
Shulga for three. There it is. It's a 2-possession game. 69.
For the smaller guys, but he gets clean looks. He averages about 8.5 points a game. This is Shulga, who's yet to score. And it's rebounded by Jones. Great job, young man. As we said, he missed their last game against George Mason. Hurt himself, his toe, against Duquesne 2 games ago. Blocked at the rim. It's Chance Moore. File this away. Bonnet, their last 7. What is it that the Bonnies are doing effectively on defense?
It seems to me that there's rush going on. There's not a pace, a calmness.
I think we should watch for turnovers in its last game against URI, which was the most of any team in the Atlantic 10 this year. Bell tried to follow his own man, got in the way there. Shulga double teamed under the rim. Jackson another 3. Shulga the rebound, lace it up and in.
Once you miss a shot against VCU, you must get back and set a wall. They have to look at 5 jerseys across the lane line.
Shulga missed it. And it's out of bounds for the Bonnies.
VCU wants to win this possession. They're not going to make a 6-point play. They just want to win this possession.
Shulga 3 at the buzzer. And an excellent first half for St. Bonaventure. Will favor the Rams. They'll keep the ball. St. Bonaventure only had 4 players score in that first half. They all had between 8 and 9 points. As Shulga is up to 7 points for the Rams. Down to 6. Shulga, step back 3. Bamboye, the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. Clark played for Clemson last year, went to the Elite 8 with the Tigers. Shulga, the 3. He got it.
Count on at home.
5-3, VCU on top. Bamboye gives it to Shulga for 3. His 3 is no good. Brown with the easy rebound. Brown is on the court. If you picked up 2 fouls, did your coaches take you out right away?
They had to.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Shulga for three from the wing, no good. And Brown lost that one out of bounds. But they said it was acting his way toward Thomas. Outside for Shulga. Shulga step back three-pointer. High arcing shot, no good. Thomas with the rebound. Clemson, he was part of the Elite 8 team for Clemson. Shulga, shot clock at 7. Shulga, tough shot. Rebound, though, by Bamboye, and he lays it in overs now for Rhode Island.
And the spacing is an issue right now for Rhode Island. It seems like every time someone drives in the paint, there's about 3 other players there, so VCU able to defend easily.
Brown can't corral it. It was knocked away.
Bamboye
yeah, he's got good defense. Bamasil run on the floor, can't finish, but Shulga's there to clean it up. And a timeout called by Rhode Island.
And a tough pass for Fuchs to catch, especially with defense around him right in front of the rim.
Shulga underneath. Shulga cannot get the angle. Then rebounding-wise, Shulga getting some space, one-on-one. Low post, turnaround jumper, air ball. Fuchs has it stolen away, though. The shot clock does not Reese's on him. Bamasil, quick pass to Bell into the paint. Bell kept his pivot foot. Shulga for three. Yes, up top.
And there
the floor. Shulga leaves it for Jennings. Back to Shulga. Thought about a long-range three. Instead, puts it on the deck. Runs to the basket. Count the bucket. Wait and see what they have open.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see why not. Take your time.
Nope. Shulga, step back three. It's good. Well, we can convert like that. You might as well just fire. Green swings it to Shulga. Shulga's come to life offensively in this half. Shot clock at 10. Working against Green. Short on that one. Here comes Thomas running the floor. Thomas going to
off. And saved from going out by VCU Christian Furman, and gets it up to Shulga. Right down the lane, and the runner is good.
And Shulga just placed under such.
Well, they're going to call it a block.
I thought he got killed.
Yeah, Zeb Jackson was there. Now it's Shulga from NBA range. That's good. And Max Shulga has done that throughout his career. He's coming off a 14.9 rebound game in the last game, and that win over Loyola Chicago, 93-57. The Hawks handling the Ramblers in that one. And again,
you're at this level, when you post great wins, they're often canceled out by what the committee would perceive to be bad losses. Now, you and I know it's hard to
respect for each other. And Billy Lang said that VCU, this is the best team that St. Joe's has played this year.
St. Joe's is 3 of 15 from three-point range. That's hurt the cause tonight. It's a jump ball.
Great extension with the offhand by Xavier Brown.
Hawks trying to claw their way back into it here. And now there's three. Shulga, it's short. And a rebound by Fleming. They're trying to go back door to Jackson. It's not there. Furman hands it off Shulga. Inside 10 to shoot. Puts it up. No.
He missed it, but again, great play. Snake the screen.
St. Joe's that, had they turn them around a little bit, they kind of be over the hump. They might be winning this ball game right now. Here's Shulga, and shoots it up over Haskins. Misses it. Haskins has it.
Fleming's size, able to just get wide open under the hoop.
Shulga throws up a wild runner, and Haskins has the rebound. Shulga. Yeah, that was a tough one. I didn't think he had to put it up that quickly either. Russell feeds it inside. Furman not there. Shulga comes in for it, doesn't get it. Another offensive board. Back out. Russell. Missing there is Shulga, and the Hawks with
across the lane, fades away. Loose ball picked up by Bamboye. Shulga for three and an air ball. Loose ball, still loose, but picked up by St. Louis.
It's ridiculous to see it on the stat sheet. It was almost unbelievable.
Yeah. Shulga inside, partially blocked. Furman.
Again, another offensive board.
Plays like that is, like you say, showing no fear in that log jam in the backcourt.
Absolutely.
Shulga for three. Got it.
And you just can't give Shulga that much space. Good
Looking
patience.
for help. They've been very patient in this first half. Not a lot of quick shots. Shulga with the shot clock winding down, misses on the three, and St. Louis has it.
Crashing.
We saw this against Fordham. Fordham threw a little zone against them as well. Shulga, the step back three. Long rebound to Swope against their opponents. They're plus 85 in point differential at home in the second half. Bamboye, an offensive rebound. Bama CCU.
VCU fans had to hold their breath right there.
They remember him at St. Chris and at Benedictine when he was in high school. Shulga down low, finishes strong. How did it come back? After having a conversation with Coach Schertz in the offseason when he was hired from Indiana State. And Shulga snuck inside and found two. Tonight. And VCU has dominated the glass 29-18. Shulga doesn't get the tip. Furman's tip was no good. And St. Louis clears. Swope with 4 points in this second half. And good hands by Bamasil. A 2-on-1 to Shulga for the finish.
Good hands by Bamasil right there. Sat on Swope's crossover.
Half points in each home game this year. Missed three by Russell. Another chance for VCU. Shulga pulls up and hits his first shot.
Oh, this man disappeared on him. Easy, easy 12 fit.
They've got to provide their own energy here tonight. Shot clock is under 10 for Shulga. A spin to the baseline and hits another baseline jumper.
Wow.
Loyola on Saturday. Shulga has it with nearly 10 to shoot. Shulga deep in the paint. Doesn't get it to go. Furman, another offensive rebound for VCU. The free throw line. Russell, the long rebound. Shulga attacking the rim. Furman, a second chance for VCU.
These turnovers, unforced errors.
Russell's on the floor with Shulga, Bamboye, Clark, and Bamasil as Max Shulga hits the Rams.
Oh, that is a guy with no conscience out there taking that shot. That was quick in the possession.
Shulga catch and shoot for three. And Johnson the rebound, his fifth so far. And Jackson climbs the ladder for the rebound. Up ahead to Shulga, a head fake, and then a three. Kept alive by Bamasil. Both, but it's back tap to Russell and a reset. London, Virginia is just outside of Richmond. Here's Shulga inside for the finish.
Wow, the defense that Fordham played in the first half had
left open for three. Clark tips it, and another 20 for VCU. Shulga with the scoop. Furman's tip in is good.
Great effort. Great effort, but
to navigate out of that. Jackson fades away over Timbila. Tip no good by Shulga. Shulga gets another chance for VCU. Inside 6 minutes and VCU leading by 13. Shulga doesn't get the foul and he got the roll for two.
Took a victory lap.
Bamasil changes his mind. Here's Shulga down low and blocked out of bounds by Rivera.
This VCU team averaging 33-point attempts per game. That's number one in the A-10.
They also defend the three pretty well. Max Shulga, first team all-league performer.
There's no other way to say it. He's been up and down this year. So good to get his confidence going with a drive going to that strong hand.
Early for the Ramblers. Sheldon Williams Jr. trying to be.
Because it's so hard to keep guys and develop that culture in college basketball.
Shulga on the attack, gets it to go. Speaking of the changing landscape of college basketball, Rubin picks up the foul. Shulga going strong, high off the glass, can't get it to pop down. Long tap out for Russell. Heals the free throw attempt. Under a minute left to go here, first half. Again, the preseason pick in the A-10, trailing one of the co-champs of the league last year in Loyola. From the corner. Shulga, what a move. but runs into Rubin, one of the best shot blockers in the country. And finally, Rubin. 7 now for Deloach. Again, had 16 in this building 2 years ago for VCU. And now the shift for him, able to scoop up
him up. And I'm curious if Loyola goes more plays or posting up. This is what we kind of asked for with Shulga, putting him in the post.
They get him there, can't hit. And Shulga. Shulga flips it up, not in. Gets it back. Nice pass. Clark able to finish. V20 plus here. Clark, Shulga doing what he does. Hustle plays, extra effort, rebound.
To Jackson for 3. That one's off the front iron. Jackson ends up grabbing his own loose ball. Skip pass to Shulga for 3. That one's off the back iron. Bamisil with the offensive board. And 0 for 2. It's Max Shulga, the native of the Ukraine, gets the rebound. Nice little hesitation move, gets to the rack.
And Shulga's tough. I mean, he really can do everything.
5 players in double figures in that game.
Even though it's Shulga and Bamisil, the 2 leading scorers, they really are balanced.
Shulga inside.
And he can be a microwave type scorer too.
Contest.
A-10 play, rotations tend to tighten up, and today's no different.
Here's Jackson. Gets on the baseline. Shulga for the corner 3. That one's off the mark. 2 Bonnies fought for the rebound, and Russell. Jackson has no all brown on. This is a big mismatch for him. Let's see what he does with it. Kicks it out to Billups. Shulga for 3. That one bounces out, no good. Offensive rebound. Gets in the lane. Bamisil for 3. That one's no good. Clark is there to clean up the glass. Shulga now for 3.
What an extra pass there. Jackson could have taken that shot. Instead, this is from Jones. Could have just thrown something up as he was under the hoop. Instead, takes the extra dribble, waits, and finds his buddy.
Shulga for 3. That one's off the mark. Clark keeps it alive. Russell comes up with the rebound. Shulga inside.
Very similar type of play, right? You see it. You get a cutting guy to the hoop.
Almost knocked the ball away. 7 on the shot clock. Russell hit the deck. Shulga with a spin around, a wild shot. And Moore grabs the rebound.
Somebody has to find Russell on the other end.
Shulga for 3.
Shulga couldn't believe.
Here's Jackson. Shulga, 8 on the shot clock. Shulga working on Jones. Shulga contested, off the mark. Loose ball, out of bounds. VCU.
In the air trying to get a pass off where it could have led to a turnover.
Shulga controls it against Lowe. He'll shoot for 3. Bring it up. They're going to check that as Tim.
VCU has been doing a better job of crashing the glass and getting second chance opportunities.
Shulga with the catch and shoot from downtown.
And when you get center, understands you cannot beat the press by dribbling. It's a pass game.
Here's Shulga to the rim. Bamisil the follow-up and finish. Shot clock under 10 for Shulga. Guarded by Case. Shulga in the lane, draws contact and still scores.
Max Shulga is just so strong. He's just so.
Yanked down the rebound. Russell is grimacing in pain, holding his left hand, as Shulga is left open for 3, and the rebound to Lowe.
I like that shot.
VCU led by as many as 16 in this half. Shulga pulls up, out of bounds to William & Mary.
A little too strong on that one.
Tell you what, his game goes to another level when he wears that home white. And the block by Collier, no goaltend. Here's Case on the other end.
Another offensive rebound. I know coach is going to pull his hair out watching film.
And Shulga converts with a chance at a 3-point play.
You know what time it is. Scary.
Yeah. Another turnover forced by VCU. Shulga on the other end scores off of the Russell assist here in the second half. Shulga guarded by Boothby. Fades away. Doesn't get the bounce. William & Mary clears.
And surprise.
Dent with 6 early points.
Oh, BA could have picked up his third.
Skip pass, open left corner 3 for Shulga. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Dotson. And again, it's Billups. Billups picks up the bounce. They have 4 to shoot. Hand up to Shulga. Pulls up baseline right. Can't convert there from 14. Nice defense by Dotson. Got a switch off the ball screen. Guarded by Amstel now. Going to back him down on the right block. Might have a quickness advantage. He'll go and force it through Amstel and bank it in from the right block by Borovichinen. Shulga comes off the screen from Furman. Drives the right base. Nelly helps side defense and the Lobos' first block of the night. Shulga, left corner off the inbound. Pulls up over Borovichinen. No good. Weak side rebound on the 3 by Bell. Back to Shulga. Another left corner 3. Great ball movement for VCU. Those hockey assists you talk about. Great ball by 7. 12-minute mark, second half. Jackson to the top to Shulga. That's a 25-foot 3, and it rains down. Borovichinen is very late on the closeout. 14th game of runs here in this first 10 minutes of the second half. Shulga, dribble handoff, 3-ball, pull up, no good. Rebound, Joseph. Open finish, 31 for Dent. Shulga working on Borovichinen. Shulga converts and a chance for an and 1 as he gets Borovichinen season high and a new career high.
What a time to get it.
Shulga, crossover, 3 balls straight on, good over Borovichinen. Shulga, 15 to shoot. To the left wing to Jackson, shot fake, steps right, no look feed to Shulga, left wing 3, short, rebound Borovichinen.
Modern college basketball game for young players.
Russell goes behind the back to Shulga. High-powered VCU offense gives them an extra possession. It's with the Marriott points.
Oh, absolutely. Come on now. When you travel across the country as a coach, recruiting, great drive by Shulga with contact. Wow.
Nice finish for Max Shulga.
Shulga's size makes him very intriguing. He's a good athlete, good handle. Look at him get to the rim. Oh, jump ball's going to be the call. Done a phenomenal job so far this afternoon. Really locked in on the scouting board. Staying in, what a reverse layup.
Perfect timing. Shulga is able to untether himself. By the way, it's side by Clark.
Great pass. Wow.
The trailer, Shulga, target practice.
Watching.
Only had limited turnovers in the first half, each with 6. That was just the 7th team turnover for Colorado State. Yes, we're both getting used to the Rams for both sides as Shulga with a long stare is Lake.
Another dribble down here. Shulga's great down here.
Shulga likes this matchup. Tough fall away. Rebound Jorgensen. Again, the question, how to take it the distance in the hands of Shulga.
Did you see Bamboye at the rim?
Intimidating. Oh, what a crossover, Shulga. Max Shulga.
People will not schedule you for home and homes if you're good. So VCU comes to Vegas. Great execution out of the timeout.
Shulga off the screen. Buries the triple.
Dial it up.
We're starting to see it a bit more here in the second half. Shulga now double figures for the 8th straight game. Feeling it, left it short. And Kroc with a defensive rebound.
Hey, so good playing on bounce. I think we'll see it evolve in real time here over the next month for them, though, as they get more acclimated to Niko Medved's system.
Tough fall away for Shulga, nothing but net. He's got 20 points. And Shulga in the closing minutes. Shulga tried to draw that rip through foul. Creates that space, step back 3 off the front rim, and Morden tracks it down.
Top one there, so maybe I jinxed him. It should still go up. Oh, Shulga, the genius. Wow.
Those are the winning plays. Shulga trying to put on the finishing touches.
Oh, man.
Walker Johnson with the rebound.
The men in the striped shirt, VCU in their home white, won the opening toss. And Max Shulga hoists up the first shot. And the rebound picked up by Spinoza.
Well, it looked like Clark was what?
1 minute gone by here in the first half, and Penn with a 2-0 lead. Shulga, a straight-on three, gives VCU a 1-point lead.
Joe Bamisile, he gets into
for the Rams. Shulga to the baseline.
Bully ball.
Yes, he did. Zanoni gets the rebound. The first 7.
Oh, they got the right guy shooting. He got squared up to the basket. A really clean look.
And Shulga splits 2 defenders and uses the right hand for the basket. Hill against Zanoni. Shot clock is at 5. Shulga checks the clock, hoists one up, and drained it.
Man, he and Roberts are having at it here. It's all Penn. They've done a good job slowing it down by controlling the backboards much better in the second 10 minutes of this half.
Pretty inbounds play on the alley-oop to Max Shulga, who is now
there too.
Spinoso now with 8. Eric Roberts leads the way with 10 for Penn. Tough shot by Shulga. Tied up between Zanoni and Firm games after that MTE in Charleston.
Good
Here's
dish.
Furman. No. Shulga. Look what I found.
Right place, right time.
You mentioned about Coach Donahue and his time at Cornell. Shulga with the reverse. Now with 14. Almost a steal by Levine as we're inside 3 minutes. Shulga comes up short.
I think he was expecting more contact than he had.
Is currently on the floor. If VCU can hold this lead, it will be their 7th in the last 8 of at least 19 points.
Bamisile ahead of the court, misses the jam. Russell the offensive rebound, and they give it to Shulga for 3. Max Shulga coming in, 1 for the Eagles. Here's Shulga to the basket. Tip no good by Furman. And Avante Parker, who just
decisive. That's why he passed off to the big man.
Another thing, Coach, we're seeing both teams really kind of going back and forth with the officials and fouls being called. And Shulga connects on the Rams' 11th made 3 of the season, was shooting just 24% from distance. Shulga off the screen, connects again.
One thing that keeps them in this game is I think that's the 8th offensive rebound for the Rams tonight so far.
And a 3 and a foul. And 1 of 2 free throws made for Georgia Southern, who are down by 4. Shulga for 3. And it will go out of bounds to Georgia Southern. And Joe Bamisile back in for VCU. Shulga in the corner, connects from distance. Georgia Southern. Rams up by 10. Shulga left open. Now he has 22 on the night. Their largest lead at 13. As Shulga has 22 on the night. Right to the rim for his 24th point. And a timeout. Jennings with the pass to Bamboye. Shot clock is at 3. Bamboye gives to Shulga, gets it off in time. Does hit the rim, and Bamboye an offensive rebound.
Shulga with it in his hand. Over the 3 games, 20 points, 17, and then 18 against Miami.
Bully ball.
That's how he likes to play.
Yep.
There's a whistle on the play. It's going to go against VCU. We're in the country defending the 3-point line. If you're a Vikings fan, you'd like to see that carry over today. Russell, no good. Shulga.
Wow. Point blank.
Rare miss from that close.
3 Rams.
Last 60 to 90 seconds. Fake from Jackson, lost it for a moment. Shulga fading away at the free throw line.
Wow. It's a party. It's a fish.
Bamisile over to Clark. Skip pass. Far side is Shulga. The spin. Bucket. And the foul.
Veterans go, we're going to work the young guys into this game and get them some experience.
One of the benefits of playing 3 games in 4 days guaranteed.
Without question. And that's why these tournaments are really good. You know, it's like you have you bring home a furniture and you wind up having a couple of pieces after you assemble everything that are there and you don't really know where they go. Mystifying to Coach Larinaga, and I'm not speaking for him. Offensively, they have not been able to score at the same production rate that they were coming in here.
Shulga comes up short on that inbounds. Vince doesn't pay off that time. Nice look. Clark, Shulga, count it!
You can't give Shulga that much time. I mean,
here's Shulga.
This is where he's really effective. He does a great job reading situations.
Tried to draw the foul and no whistle came. It's out of bounds, but better hurry up. There's 5 to shoot. Ugachukwu off the mark. Shulga, the heave off the window, and we'll go to break. VCU.
That time, VCU was out of defensive balance. The guards were underneath, and nobody was able to get back in transition.
Shulga for 3. He has 13. What Jim Larinaga thinks about his team's performance, that he's putting 4 freshmen on the floor right now.
Yeah, but he's got guys that are aggressive offensively and can put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. And
those are the big 3, Jackson, Famisil, and Shulga. Here's Max again. Oh, and it was a round and out, but Johnny on the spot. Ten on the shot clock. Shulga calls his own number and comes up short. One and done again for VCU.
I don't think they can hold the basketball. They've just got to run really good offense.
Famisil to Shulga. Off the mark. Offensive rebound and a huge one by...
Good ball movement. Shulga, he'll usually make you pay on an open look.
Minutes last year behind a talented backcourt in Jared Lucas and Keenan Blackshear.
Big answer by VCU. Can't convert the and one opportunity. Nevada has missed all 3 free throws they've taken tonight. Shulga triple. Got it! Defense, they've forced 8 turnovers in his first half. A long rebound. Jackson keeps it. Can't connect that time. Shulga right to the rim for 2. Shulga off the screen, misses it. Coleman, the tray for Trey, cuts the lead in half. Up ahead, Shulga trying to answer, and we have a wedgie in Charleston. Shulga, shot clock down to 7, backing down Trey Coleman in the paint. Gets it.
He had to work for it, but he got his 2 feet in the paint. Drive it. Shulga, Jackson, and then play inside out. Those are the 3s you want.
Shulga hits that 3. 1-point game. Zeb Jackson leads VCU with 18 points. Passes it off. Shot clock down to 7. Shulga, deep 3. In and out. No good. Big steals by VCU. They have 18 points off turnovers tonight. Step back. Shulga! Big shot taker! Big.
And Trey Coleman was wide open. What a pass by Davidson.
Both teams with 1 timeout. Shulga pulls the trigger, left it short. Nevada has the basket. The line of scrimmage. Yeah. Gets baited. And now Seton Hall on a 7-0 run. Shulga puts an end to it. Max Shulga, big-time bucket. And then the turnover. Shulga again. That full-court pressure delivers. Max Shulga tries to spin his way free. Fades away. Misses it. Bounces right back to him. Takes another shot. Can't knock it down.
a 40-minute game, you're better off going with your best guys, your best players. No team is that deep in college.
Another offensive rebound. Jackson going to work. Gives it up to Shulga, has to heave it. And that's a shot clock violation. This Seton Hall defense 10 for 3, put too much on it.
Good double there by Furman on the post.
Shulga right to the rim for 2. Max Shulga. Good set off the inbounds. Shulga got a good look, just couldn't knock teams that have gone at it here in Charleston. Damasile passes out of the double team. Shulga 3, front rimmed it. And it's Seton Hall on a 10-3 run to tie it at 50. Shulga answers on the other end. Tough take. VCU ball trailing by 1. First time they have trailed in this second half. Shulga misses the layup. Damasile flies in to clean up the spill. To their feet, they provided a terrific atmosphere here in Charleston. Shulga drives a double team. Great defense. Prince Aligbe rips it away. Shot clock is Jackson. Handoff for Philip Russell. Trying to get Shulga free. Splits the double team. Lays it up and in to tie it at 61. Shaheen Holloway, that rattles out. VCU with a lifeline. They have to hurry here. Under 15 seconds. Shulga in attack mode. Hits it. 2-point game. Ryan Odom uses his final timeout.
Max Shulga, maybe a steady of any offensive player this year for the Rams. Working low post, fading away. He collects his first bucket.
Well, he's taking the young guy's lunch money, right?
Lefty denied. Another block for Furman. Rams in transition. Jennings. Michael Bell. Shulga. Off back iron. Loose for a minute. Ultimately get. VCU entering at 3-0. Best start to the season since 2019-2020. Shulga gets his first three-point shot to fall.
Great depth. Made some nice dishes. That's a big three-pointers. Team needed that.
Moves it to a 6-point deficit for Loyola. Shulga looking for 3 more. Not this time. Foul. Shulga. Russell. Bell thought about it. Nice fake. Another one. This one from Shulga. Knocks it through. His second 3-point. Shulga with an opening, and from that spot, he's automatic.
Yeah, he's just too strong. He gets to his spot out there. You can play 2 for 1 here. I see if the Rams get 2 possessions. That's exactly what they do.
Fourth block of the game, by the way, for the Rams. Loyola going to take over. Russell trying to find Damasile. Shulga left wide open and makes the Greyhounds pay.
How about the offense, TJ? I mean, that ball got
stepped. Shulga showcasing that power once more. He's a bully of a guard. Furman got a hand on it, couldn't corral it though. Split 10-2-15 too. Turnover, Greyhounds. Shulga with ease the other way.
Well, those are live balls.
Billups, Euro, can't finish. Shulga though, how about that from the 5th year? Largest lead of the day for the Rams. It's a third.
Dave Odom, one of the great coaches, iconic guy
100%.
as well.
Shulga, step back. Misses it all.
Had to shoot it. They get a bucket. 2-3 zone here now for Loyola, and this might be sort of a last gasp.
Off the front of the iron, Clark. An easy putback. Good looks.
And one of the similarities between what he had at Utah State and what he has here.
Shulga, 3. Oh, looking for the trifecta of corner threes.
Utah.
Excuse me. I'm just trying to get an explanation of what did I do wrong. And they got no points out of that on the missed free throw. Shulga in and out on the 3. Ball on the floor. Plantowski's grab. Shulga had just 4 points in the first half. Looking for 7. Can't hit the 3. Russell has it against Trumper. Shot clock is under 10. Long 3 by Shulga. And
look
Jennings
who comes
races
up
it
with
down. Yep. He's coming off the bench. Coach Gallo maybe goes 3, maybe 4 guys deep in the bench. And Shulga shoots for 3. Stays in play as it hit the top of the backboard. And here, under 10 to shoot for Billups. Got his own miss. Shulga for 3. And it's tipped over the backboard by Bamboye out of bounds. Almost got a steal off the inbound. But he's done a little bit of everything to help VCU. Shulga with the shot clock winding down as it goes out of bounds to Merrimack.
The top vert on the team.
That was a good closeout there by Strong on Shulga. Obviously, they have him on high alert because of his 43% career three-point shooting percent.
Threes and shoot around today, but to your point, he has not hit one in a collegiate game in his long career.
Well, he was just out there having fun, I think.
Shulga, that's where he lives, and he's off target. Loose, off band. Shulga against Venning, they clear. Crosses him over.
Good move.
First bucket for Shulga.
You know, he saw he had Venning on him.
Shulga driving on Strong off the up fake, contested, rejected partially. Strong's got it.
Yeah, Shulga's doing it, in my opinion.
Look at this ball movement. Bamboye, Shulga.
He hasn't been close tonight.
Taves saw the double.
Oh, great job.
Shulga anticipates. Flies to the rim, bucket.
You said it, John. That was a great job. He saw the double team.
Shulga. Help from Venning, swats it away.
And that's understandable for VCU. You got to have somebody bouncing the court at all times.
VCU moving the ball very well. Shot clock's at 10. Clark left open for 3. And it's the team's second in this half. Shulga on the move and gets a chance at a 3-point play.
Grown man basketball there. He looked like he wanted to let that one go.
He wanted that step back 3, but found Shulga left open and hits.
Great decision.
As they're up by 17. Shulga on the drive. Fades away over Branson. And he now has 19.
Ball has to go for the Patriots. Haynes. And that is a 3 by Newton. And a rebound pulled down by Max Shulga, who's the conference player of the year. And with the ball right here. Tuck only the game clock. Winding down the first half. Jackson will dance. O'Connor is there. Here is a 3. And a rebound collected. Shulga got it. He taps it in at the buzzer.
Teams like VCU and George Mason that don't get a chance to play a lot of quad one games to be considered.
Maddox with Shulga defending, and Shulga got the rebound. The team in green has not been to the tournament.
Really a nice play. It's a bad break that the ball doesn't go off of. Again, they almost blocked the shot.
Can't get it. Johnson, now they're going to scramble for it on the floor. Shulga is there, digs it up.
Big guard, and he can distribute. Watson off the screen. Watson slips it inside for Rubin. Rubin tough off the glass, no good. And Shulga with the rebound.
Keep an eye on that block rate again. And
some screens. Edwards again. Edwards for 3. No good off the side of the rim. Ball tipped around. Shulga with another rebound. Here's Clark. Nice catch. High stepping in. Reverses his legs. They give him a little more latitude.
And he can finish. I'm telling you, like, he gets on 2 feet and he gets leaning in there. It's very tough to stop him.
Dawson could not finish there. Shulga with another rebound. Deloach made the first free throw. Here's his second to make it a 10-point game. Closing minute of the second half. Made one, missed one.
VCU has made its last 5.
Shot clock.
Shot clock is at 10. Shulga's along the baseline, kicks it off to Bell for 3, way short. Saved by Shulga. Shot clock did not reset. DeLoach with the block. 38-29, 18.5 to play in the second half. Watson gives it off to the left side. Dawson has that shot partially blocked by Clark. So 2 threes right out of the gate for Loyola.
Can't let him get downhill with that left hand.
Bamasil trying to answer, kept his pivot foot, swatted away by DeLoach.
See, I like Bamasil, but sometimes he gets out of control, Tom. He that's the kind of stuff that gets him in. Get there, all right, Tom.
Trying to take the lead. Des Watson up top to Dawson for 3. No good. But the rebound is run down by Shulga. Here's Russell to Bamasil. Bamasil's been quiet in the second half. Bamasil going to the back.
Thing matters in this game. Loose balls, possessions.
Edwards for 3. In and out. Wow. It did everything but go down.
They're going to win this game. They're probably going to have to knock down some free throws in a pressure situation.
And he missed both. Shulga. Double-double now for Max Shulga. The traditional.
That contact, no call. Misses the shot. Now they want to run. Here's Jones. Jones to the rim. Everything but the finish. Shulga sensing that they have numbers. Shulga with a good pass. Now to the corner. Jackson 3. Too strong.
Great contest by Jones.
Tipped around and Shulga comes up with an offensive rebound.
It's what VCU does.
Short. Bamasil. He's headed back toward the basket. Out for Clark. Clark. He can't hit. Offensive rebounds. They will just wear you out with these. VCU and air ball. How about another? And not much happening for the Bonnies. Now Jones just going to launch up a prayer. Hits the rim, but the rebound goes to the Rams.
Teams excel at because they rarely foul. They're aggressive. They play good defense, but they're so disciplined with their hands.
And St. Bonaventure just not consistent enough from the free throw line in this second foul out. Has 4. 1 more would be it. Moore can't knock it down. What was most impressive about this one from VCU for your standpoint?
Certainly played the part, but when you're on a neutral court too, that's another thing. Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. next week. Anything can happen.
It's a great equalizer. I mean, look, this building is almost 8,000 people packed like to the gills.
When they went 15-0, went to the NCAA tournament, of course, but then they go to 16-0 here at home tonight with a win. That's what's at stake for them and the outright regular season title.
And good defense at the rim, which
that the 6'3" freshman number 6 with extended time for VCU. Here's Santos, a long three, but the guy in space, no good. Shulga the rebound. Won by 4 in 2023, and then they won by 30 in 2022.
Now, having Gerard Holmes on your team helps you do that thing, and Tumani Kamara helps you do those type of things. But yeah, Anthony Maynard, the year that one they beat Duke.
3-ball in the corner, that is no good by Hill. Another offensive rebound. It's been that way all night here tonight for VCU. Shulga back to Hill. That's the issue. Talking about number 6 in red here for the Flyers. Here's Benito now for 3. That's no good. And rebound Shulga up ahead of the pack for Bamasil. Behind the back. Simon working on Clark. Up and under. Tough shot. No. Shulga has it. Jackson partially blocked there inside. Here's Jackson. 3 in transition. No. Shulga the long rebound. Plows over Alexander, going to call him for the blocking foul.
Refs differ on that opinion, and we got a game here.
Misses this chance at a 4-point play, but he has scored the last 11 points for Duquesne. He's double teaming
Colbert and not allowing him to get open, but look at this. They're just playing bully ball.
Wilborn trying to go horns to horns with the Rams. And it's VCU that forces the turnover.
And they did a great job playing defense on Crawford and
long
Dinkins.
3, no good, and that should do it as the VCU Rams claim a share of the A-10 regular season.
People's a plant-based diet up until this past year. He started eating proteins, lean proteins, but put on 20 pounds and mostly muscle. Still has a 46-inch vertical. That is truly remarkable. Nothing changed. And a player that's a drive right, finish with his left.
That's a really good point there. What a luxury, right, to have Zeb Jackson coming off the bench, by the way. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
And some of the great players they have.
Michigan transfer who's been really good here. Manufacturing offense. It's not a team that offensive rebounds very much. Not a team that gets the free throw line very much. You have to manufacture offense when you can. Now miss 2 free throws in this half.
Hey, ton of credit though here for Davidson to try to fight their way back in this. Gocera, 77% free throw shooter on the season, and that's, you got to have these. So that's the 3rd free throw miss already in the first half.
And that's if Bamboye stays on this.
It's just what VCU wanted. They didn't let Bailey catch it deep into the post, and he had to pass it back out, and now Shulga saves it from going out.
I'll tell you what, Jack Clark's not going to like that closeout, though, in film.
For so many years, quarter of a century, okay? Yeah. I mean, they have an identity, right? I mean, he is a prototypical VCU player. Talking about number 9 and 1, right?
They're prototypical bigs.
Yeah. Any conference team has come to this VCU team was 12 points. Losing by 12 is 40 way back on January 8th. And their wins at home over the A-10, 12, 16, 4.
Good kick out, good extra pass. That is really bad transition defense, but Shulga couldn't make it.
Jump ball stays at VCU. If you're VCU, you want to see, not next week, of course, when you play them, but the Dayton Flyers kind of move up a little bit, and they are now inside the top 75 in the net because, to your point, that is a factor. Now VCU, 11 points, 5 of 7 from the field, but obviously it's been a struggle overall. Here's Bailey, who has not been able to perform the way he's wanted to. He's got 6 points. He's now 1 for 12 from the field. Phil, tonight? 8 minutes before the top of the hour?
I said 15. We got to probably get it to 9:04, I'm guessing.
Shulga the rebound. Almost traveled. Got it to Bamboye. Got it back.
But events, they beat Colorado State, neutral, and Henderson, Nevada. They also beat Miami and BC, ACC schools, but they're obviously having terrible years, so that win doesn't do you much.
Exactly.
Impossible, but not really impossible.
Yeah. Not against his veteran team, no. It's not going to happen.
And tying off the window, there's Max Shulga with a rebound. Quick outlet pass, Russell, but Russell.
George Mason wants to get in that paint. They want to get in that paint and create problems, and that's what they're doing right now. They're controlling this game.
They are 10-2 in paints. His numbers have gone up across the board in true road games this season. Bama still trying to answer. A carom out to Shulga. Second opportunity for VCU. And Bama all the way. Haynes missed his first 3 free throws in this game. He's made his last 2 up and short.
Remember what I said, if this game's a tight game, it was going to hurt George Mason if Haynes got away with a foul there.
Maddox missed it. Phillips able to get the offensive board. Oh, he was hit on the way up, maybe by his own man, no call.
Just can't score. And Bamboye, they just were tremendous.
Jackson with 5 on the shot clock. He's got Haynes on him. Shulga, the offensive board, and a chance to eat more clock.
That's been the story of the game. Wow, look at this guy.
Hang on to that ball. Furman from Jackson. Shulga on the side. Shot clock at 9. The defense there is put on him by Anderson, and that's a 3, which goes down and hit a tournament. It's Shulga on top. Jackson and on the side. Clark with a 3. Caught! He got it! Nice shot. Really good. Approaching 9 to play in the championship game with the winner going to the tournament. 3, Clark, bucket!
But that's a big basket.
Edwards for 3. No good off the side of the rim. Ball tipped around. Shulga with another rebound. Here's Clark. Nice catch. High stepping in. Reverses his layup and lays it in.
That's what they do. And think about that.
We talked to Drew Valentine before the ball game, and that was one of the points of emphasis that the two of you had, you two coaches. Bama seal for 3. It's good.
Right on point, right? I say he plays well about the ball.
So as the 5 seed before losing to Duquesne. Bama seal along the baseline. Bama seal hops to the basket, and he's very quick with even that 2nd and 3rd. The next one will send VCU to the free throw line. Shulga against Edwards. Shulga double team. They slip it to Furman short initially, but he got the friendly roll.
And so into the tournament they come with a bit of a bad taste in their mouth, but still a terrific regular season. 15-1 at home as a 3-pointer in the air, and a 3-pointer is knocked down by Philip Rupp.
Can't, and Moore takes advantage of it.
Shulga, great look down low and slammed home by Bamboye.
That's harder, no question.
Shulga gives it up, gets it right back. 10 to shoot. Clark, rise and shoot. Rise and knock it down.
First, I know a lot about Jack.
He's double. Gives it up for Brown. Brown can't get the basketball toward the basket. Bamasil to the rack. Behind the back. Bamasil. Shulga, 7 to shoot. Back to Bamasil. Bamasil, he hits it. 22, knocked down.
Distance here. They're going back to the zone, which year in, year out is normally a strength for them. Coach Smith doesn't love their zone this year.
Lob it up for Clark. Easy two.
And he's going to not love it even more.
Also can't get the finish off the back of the iron. Shulga to Clark. Clark!
Fashion, using his size.
What a run from VCU, and they want to extend it. Jackson to the rim and throws it down with authority.
This is still a single-digit game. The Pineys have been resilient.
Shulga thought about a shot instead. A better look to Bamasil. Clark to the corner, and they are moving it around. Shulga with counsel on him. Shulga gives it up at the rim, and that will be the dagger. Jack Clark with 2 hands.
Jackson. Shulga kicks it inside. Oh, over the head with a shot there for Jack Clark.
Great patience. They couldn't get rematched up once they...
Now for 3, that's no good. And rebound Shulga up ahead of the pack for Bamasil behind the back. That's something is doing it. They're 8 of 20 now from three-point range, 40%.
That's a team that needs to make threes. High percentage of offense. Jennings.
Tough shot. No, Shulga has it. Jackson for the lead.
They've been able to exploit it consistently.
Shulga got deep underneath the basket, kicks it back out for Bamasil on the runner, and that one's good.
And VCU needs to move the ball more offensively. They now only have 5 assists on the game on 16 field.
Chris Walker, the unofficial voice of VCU Rams basketball this season. I think it's their 8th game. Shulga knocking down cones on his way through the lane. And a bucket here for Christian. Particular body part as he was getting up. But as we said, we'll keep you up to date on his status. But right now, under a minute left, Shulga with 15 points in the corner. Clark, he can be a flamethrower from outside. And he splashes one from the corner.
Runs it into the front court here to get things set up.
See 0 and red checked in. Manny Joseph, the freshman. Oh, great UCLA cut.
Clark from Shulga.
That'll drive manufacture offense when you can. Now miss 2 free throws in this half.
Hey, ton of credit though here for Davidson trying to fight their way back in this. Bamasil though goes right to the hole, and it's hard to stop that.
Well, Matt McKillop just throws his hands up, surrender another chance. It could be 4 points. I mean, that is a big difference in this game right now.
High pass collected though by Clark, who drains a 3. So what's that? About a 5-point swing right there. Yep. Early steal by Zeb Jackson. Now they've got a chance at the final shot of the half. Jackson, good if it goes. Wow.
Tanner misses his first look. Rebound by Zeb Jackson. He pulls the rebound. He runs the rims. Gets it back from Shulga on a nice look. And Zeb Jackson right off the bench. It's an 8-0 run.
You got to love the time call. Right now he's a one-man band. He's got to get some help.
Shulga kicks opposite. 3-ball goes for Philip Russell. So back
39% from the field. So the outstanding defensive team call. This is not just a one-night wonder.
Furman off the look from Max Shulga. Shulga now bench. Yeah, he's got a smaller defender on him.
Exactly. Furman's got a little guy on him.
Shulga drops it off. What a look to Christian Furman. Shulga dumps it inside. 4 assists.
Oh, he found room to get on that baseline.
He's a big guy, but he finds a way to get the smallest of places, and you cannot leave Philip Russell open.
Tried to dump it, got him back, threw it up, wanted to foul, didn't get it. Great poke, and the run out, Jack Clark.
Very intimidating place to play. You said something about the snow being here, so look at that dime right there.
Beautiful pass, and Frank Martin wants a timeout.
Feet.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, definitely shuffled his feet. Stay on balance. He could have gotten fouled and one. Oh!
Bamasiel was lurking and then jams it home.
Open up the floor, and they're on the bubble, Tom. This team is good enough to be in the NCAA tournament.
Well, again, we'll see what happens on Saturday. Furman on the alley-oop lob from Shulga. CU. He's another freshman, doesn't get as much playing time, but we had a game earlier this year where he shot the lights out, and Shulga's just distributing now.
Yeah, in the short corner, we should run.
Here comes Shulga again. His eyes are up. Bounce pass baseline. Hill tries to lay it, and he does.
Tom, this kid right here from the West Coast.
Folks, the cul-de-sac is coming in rather thick.
Cul-de-sac.
Bamasiel from the corner for three. It's good. 3 points.
I haven't seen a team score at the rim against VCU like this all year long.
And inside to Clark, who finally gets on the board himself. He had been W. VCU is the team that typically wins by double digits. Shulga in the corner for Russell. He sizes up a three, and he's fouled as he plants it. Oh, and some miscommunication. Jennings lays it in, and VCU within one.
Yeah, you.
Shot clock in single digits. Shulga for Jackson.
And that's where the
knocked around. Shulga scoops it up. Crowd wanted to travel. He took a couple of pivots there. Bamasiel from up top and gets the home court back. It's been our 5th tie of this game. Shulga dumps it down low. Bamboye, an excellent finish.
Start with an excellent catch.
You've seen Shulga now initiate a little bit of contact, but you said he might be flopping too much. Clark, baseline up and under. Nice finish.
Make sure you get a shot on goal every single time, not turning the basketball over. Look at that defense right there, getting in the hole. How White on the weak side.
And Clark, the transfer from LaSalle. He also went to Virginia.
To them, Tom, already at multiple schools.
Bell, tough catch, nearly a turnover, bumped in the paint, hook shot is good.
But the South still has their hands to pull off an upset. Got to get him going.
Back to a 12-point game, Clark for three. Yes, sir.
It's negligent defense. Teams trying to duplicate that success. Got a new building in North Philly.
Bamasiel for three. It's good. He splashed it home.
Man, you just got to run the.
Shulga to Furman. Furman's able to finish with his left hands.
Really nice take.
Pretty big hop. Furman has such a size advantage down low. He really wanted the basketball. Jackson for three. It's good. He took a three the other night against St. Louis. That was from that.
Several games, so they're trying to figure out how to win. And I actually thought it was so mature of Joe Bamasiel when he said in his preparation for this game, as he knocks down a three.
Biggest lead for VCU, 34 points of 57-26 here. Shulga up top to Jennings, wide open for three. It's good. Well, they haven't taken their foot off the gas. Shulga's nice bounce pass to Furman. Good catch, too. Furman into a double team. Doesn't matter. Still pounds it off the glass.
How about the patience there from Furman?
And Chris Mooney's son each play on the collegiate high school basketball team here in Richmond. Russell for three. It's good. 68-30. Mike Rhodes.
Just toughness.
Jackson for three. Splash down.
It's pace. Remember, we talked about those runs.
Game Leger Jones. And the rebound for Zeb Jackson. Terrific team block out right there. Quickly to the rim. Jack Clark plays it up and in. St. Bonaventure's starting point guard DeSante Bowen has been out since early December with a foot injury. They hopefully could come back in the next couple of weeks. Strong finish by Furman. Venture in 9th place. Turnover. Deflection. 4-on-2. Russell. He got it. In. Shulga kicks it out for a Clark 3.
Touching the paint. That's what they did.
Moore banks it in. He's got 21. Bama
Shut it down.
Do that more. Green for 3, no good. And Russell pulls down the rebound. Here comes Shulga, leaves it for Clark. Clark gets some space and lays it in. They are fast up and down the floor.
They are not wasting.
And the rebound by Russell. He's got a 5-on-4 opportunity, but nope, Thomas is able to recover. Up top for Russell. He's open for 3. It's good.
Cannot forget about the
left sideline. Boy, he's caught in a real tough spot. Pass up top, stolen away by Shulga. Throws it toward the basket for Bamasil with a kiss off the glass. They have forced 27.
6-60 was the win for VCU in a really good game. And that's 7 in a row now for the Rams over the Hawks. Here's Clark for 3. It's good.
And right there, that's easy money. Seems so simple.
He's right at his average, 15 points, and we're less than a minute into the second half, and now a 3 the other way from Bamasil, and he comes right back.
Through the silence, and he's got to be smart.
Jackson, a step back 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Furman on the tip. That doesn't go, but it's out to Shulga. And now Clark again. Nails it. Jack Clark has hit. Oh, no call there. He got hit, blocked as well. Shulga no-look pass on the break. The runner good for Russell and a foul.
Yeah, this.
Jefferson catch and shoot. Shulga the rebound. Up ahead is
And the VCU crowd is rocking early. The rebound is going to be their Achilles heel tonight if they don't get it fixed.
Left Michigan at the beginning of the year. Big debate on that play.
Oh, he's a veteran.
He is a veteran. A Final Four national championship veteran. Inside the bell, bringing it home.
Good drive kick by Max Shulga.
A 34% three-point shooter this season. Inside the Furman with the reverse, plus the foul.
What a smooth pass by Max Shulga.
Furman swope again. And the rebound to Shulga. He's got Bamasil down court, and he'll lay it in. No travel because Newcastle.
See, they got Jack Clark flashing into the middle.
Because how do you attack this zone by St. Louis?
Just,
Clark hits.
Just like that. You got to have somebody in the middle, whether that's to turn around.
Under 10 to shoot. Shulga to Bamasil for 3. Ring it up.
Right back at
you. Swope inside, had his pass taken away. VCU on the run to Bamasil.
Bam.
Jimerson hit off the side of the backboard. Up ahead to Shulga. Found Bell, and he'll lay it in.
And you see the shot
in front by 1. Russell misses on the 3. Good play by Shulga to create another chance for VCU, and Russell again from downtown and connects.
A great play by Max, keeping his
last 2 games, averaging 25.5 points and shooting over 55% from 3. Bamboye inside with the finish.
Well done, Max Shulga.
Strong to the 10. Tambila misses the follow-up.
Two puppies.
And here's Bell down low, and he'll score with the left hand.
A big man who runs the war.
VCU started this half on an 8-0 run. Since that time, Fordham has outscored VCU 12-6. Bamasil connects from distance.
Joe's out there hunting.
Welcome you to Chicago. Jack Clark with the lay-in.
as VCU is off to a flying start. A step in front of Miles Rubin and get the foul. Turnovers have been problematic for Loyola. Point guard injury issues, and the dunk down there for Christian Furman, the junior from Tobyhanna, Pennsylvania. Streaking to the basket, and then it hits the deck after the miss. Clark. Extra pass back for Russell. And how about that look from Shulga, shoving it right back to see the open man.
Oh, with a chance to score, and he was able to do that. I would like to see VCU maybe post up Shulga, because they're trying to run him off screens, and it's not working.
How about Jack Clark? They'll work on the turnaround. Shulga flips it up, not in. Gets it back. Nice pass. Clark able to finish. VCU leads again.
The Atlantic 10. Shulga kicks it out to Russell for three. Rattles that one home.
And that's what VCU wants to do. They get 36.8%.
Good. Offensive rebound comes out to VCU. Shulga, baseline, looks for some help. Here's Billups for three.
Second chance points. Billups knocks it.
Skips it out to Chance Moore for a wide open three. Can't connect on it. Shulga quickly up the head of Bamasill for the jam.
That was vintage VCU, right? They press you.
Shulga will take it out underneath. To Furman, hands it back to Shulga. Bamasill for three.
Just a beautiful screen. Gets Bama.
7 for Collier. Bamasill for three. Shulga an offensive rebound. Back to Bamasill for the finish.
Delora said right now, we're not giving up any easy looks so far.
And they also got length. We hadn't really touched on that defensive. They got a lot of length inside, just like Bamboye showing off the length and the hops for the slam. That's almost as if you have to speed up the offensive flow.
Absolutely.
With a limited time on the shot clock. Russell, catch and shoot from distance.
Good defense, no problem.
As tightly as he did on the floor.
Absolutely. He probably went and got an x-ray or something of the sort.
Bamasill for three.
And as a defender right there.
Game. Good play by Max. Goes behind his head. Bamasill with the finish. And another turnover. Goals. Bamasill. Shulga. Nice pass to Bell with the finish.
I like Michael Bell's approach.
Late shot clock again. One. Russell, does he get it off in time? He does, and the floater is pure for Phil Russell. Beautiful float.
Story transfers from Colorado, comes to Colorado State, and has gotten better both years. Great player.
Bamasill rises up from the corner and buries a three. And Jorgensen. Yeah, Bemba led the way for Colorado State with 8 points in the first half, to go along with 4 rebounds. And on the first possession to start the second half.
Baseline elevating for the two-handed slam.
I don't know if he would like Sean Marion's shot, though.
No questions. He has a much more beautiful shot as Jack Clark shows his beautiful shot.
Using that elbow, and VCU forces another turnover. Russell pops for three. Got it. In search of their 4th win in a row. Russell for three. His second from behind the arc. Now,
and the more they're able to do in terms of, passing and catching a little bit more, I think it's going to really benefit this group.
Nice passing by VCU, and Billups is the benefactor from this. But they've scored at least 80. Bamboye with another block. Up ahead to Billups for three. Ring it up.
Furman ultimately squeezes it. The Steeple Center's about to get a little loud here. Next dead ball, we're going to get Zeb Jackson on the floor at home for the first time this year. Bamasill, almost a replay of a moment ago.
Season number 6 in the ACC, but they boast a lineup that can score the basketball. Here's Bamasill from Max Shulga in transition.
VCU's right.
A whistle on the three-point attempt, and it's going to be be a 4-point play.
Getting foul trouble for the first TV timeout.
Bamisil feeling it early. 7 points for Joe Bamisil. It's
a conscious effort to me, trying to get the ball into the paint.
Furman got it to go.
They really are looking for a big game out of him.
Max Shulga brings it up. 5 points for him, 7 for Bamisil. A 2-point VCU lead. And they add to that lead. Bamisil's in double digits already.
Which goes to show you there's a lot that these young people go through beyond basketball.
Another look from Shulga, and that's another assist.
You know, he plays good looks at the basket. He's not intimidated by size, either coming off the screen or people guarding him.
Bamisil, heat check. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in Charlottesville. Bamisil, good and one from Shulga. Another assist for Max Shulga and a 3-ball from Zeb. Can't get it to go. Zeb Jackson up ahead. Shulga the pass. And another assist to Joe Bamisil, who has 22.
At a halftime, and he is a catch-and-shoot sniper. Good set to get him a look to start the half.
And an answer on the other end for Jack Clark. Bamisil, the hot hand. It continues. Joe.
Deep in the paint. It's trouble. Division I level, you're going to get buried down there.
Illich, 6'10", 235. Easier on the other side. Jack Clark opens today's VCU scoring, the transfer from Clemson. Clark to Bamisil. 1-2 combo. Easiest 2 of the day for Bamisil.
Give and go. Best player.
Here's Furman. High post out to Shulga. Bamisil. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Floater. Nothing but nylon.
He's got great elevation.
Making a good case and backing that up tonight.
That was Clark's block right there. Nice play.
Nice move from Shulga. Leads to Clark slamming it down with authority.
Well, that's a good shot. Air is about to go out of the balloon.
I was just about to say, Stewart Siegel Center is ready to erupt.
And
there it is.
You got to get a timeout here.
A minute ago, yeah, we do live in a new age of college basketball. Another rejected shot for the Rams. Shulga ahead. Bamisil will drive and finish at the rim. But you look at what Jack Clark's done.
He gets his points in all sorts of different ways.
Plus, NCAA tournament experience, started all 4 games last year for Clemson. And their Elite 8 run. Nice finish. Terrence Hill Jr., his first 2 points. And then his second on the day.
Yeah, he is
nice finish to the way.
He's got some great days ahead of him, I would think.
Clark going up top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. He's got VCU played against him versus Loyola. Hill Jr. looking for the corner 3, no good. And there's your first double-double of the season for the VCU Rams. Jack Clark, and the 3-ball to finish
another
the play.
Assist.
Number
career 36% three-point shooter, as Merrimack wanted a travel on Bamisil. The floater is true.
Have to hold VCU from. You're gonna have to hold them from not getting able to have a run with Bud out of the game.
And Philip Russell, who checked back in, drops it in from the free throw line.
Paces by VCU's offense.
Shot clock under 10. Bamisil has it with 5. Guess that's how you can beat a zone. On Friday. Wild attempt there by Itumnu. And here's Bamisil.
Beck made up the things that he does so well, McFarland. He averaged almost 9 rebounds a game at Southeast Louisiana.
Up top 3-ball, Bamisil.
Through this initial period where they're going to come after us hard early, we got to get through that, and they really are on the verge. Well, we'll see what happens there. I was going to say they're on the verge of getting through, but...
Threes hit 1. The miss on the block for Brown. Shulga. 3-on-2 quickly. The bounce to Bamisil. Euro rejected. Count it.
One thing about Bamasil,
Shipman, he now leads Harvard.
I tell you, Bamasil, besides everything else, is a tough defender.
Clark, transition three. He's got two.
And that's unacceptable. Bellarmine couldn't make him pay.
The Knights haven't made a field goal in over 3 minutes. Good look to Clark in the corner and hits the three.
Steady side.
Last year before losing to Duquesne. Here's Shulga going right to the basket. Found Billups left open for three.
Billups. Having a captain like that of his caliber out for an extensive amount of time.
Bamasil on the drive and the strong finish. Furman left open in the paint and got it to go in.
Good pace by Max Shulga finding the open.
Scoreboard shows 47-40 as they still need to review that shot by Russell, who hits a straightaway three.
Max Shulga got away with it.
In fact, be right. As the Rams inbound, they won 15 of 17 to close the regular season. A turnover here, even for the 6'10 Clark. He could not get that pass, which was high for a minute. First team against first team in the conference. Down he goes, hits the deck. Haynes is on. They're looking for a tie-up, and oh, look at Haynes. He's a big man.
It's the best things they're good at in the country, that two-point defense.
Bamasil can't corral it. He didn't time his jump. He's out of bounds. The ball goes out of bounds. The defense
not allow Zeb Jackson to get the basketball. He's shooting about 90% from the line. There it is right there. That was a steal.
Here's Watson going to the basket. Watson up off the glass. No good.
The wings would allow Malachi Smith to get his feet in the paint. Find a shooter. Whoa, Shulga.
Backcourt violation.
He thought Zeb Jackson was going to be there, but that was kind of no man. All defensive team player at that level, and he's had some injury issues this year, but helps make them different.
And a steal. Cheeks up ahead. Simon just kind of looked back for it, and he is blocked.
Better than North Carolina. That's better than SMU. That's better than Wake Forest. I mean, I can keep running through other bubble teams. That's better than.
Nothing wrong with that. You saw that note just a second ago there. Dayton started 5 of 7 from the field. They're 2 of 4.
Best two-way players in the conference. Cheeks just lost the ball. Is when they are pressing. This is dangerous.
Steal, Bennett, and he's going to take it in for the 2. Thought he might have got fouled over the.
Was that? But he was reacting to the crowd. And credit Davidson, they did not. They knew the numbers. They played right through it, and they get a bucket. Oh boy, turnover. That's good upside by Durkin.
You're not hoping it hurts your offense or your defensive team, right?
For other people, looking to deliver when his number is called.
Much better job in the second half for Davidson shooting. And the foul coming up the court. They're 53% from the field.
Eagle gets it again on the repost. Shulga rips it away. Max Shulga eyes up, but Time gets the steal. So now Richmond brings it back.
Top in free throw shooting percentage. And that's amazing that they've won close games with that free throw shooting being as low as it is.
Shulga turns it over. George Mason.
Christian Jones coming up short and pulled away by the Rams. They love to run. Bamasil, though, can't run that one down. Shulga with his pass a little too far for his intended target.
Yep. GW sending everything to the baseline.
Knocked away by Hutchinson.
The hands on both teams are so...
Left side cut off. Shulga with the shot clock at 7. Out near midcourt. Shulga gets control. Ball is tipped. Stolen away by the Explorers. Here comes Shepard into the open floor. Has it stripped away.
And Shulga just get to the rim and make a play.
He thought somebody was cutting baseline with 1.7 to play.
Renton back.
And Shulga throws it away.
I mean, again, they have open shots. They're just trying to.
Russell for 3, short. Rebound tipped around. Shulga with the rebound. Back to Russell. It remains VCU basketball, 17 on the shot clock.
Bounded by Furman.
Nifty move by Russell. And out of bounds, a turnover. Brownie lost it, he turns it over. Shulga's got it. Through Russell's hands, out of bounds. VCU had the momentum, was ready to really, an RVA. 17 for Moore, cuts the lead in half. And Shulga turns it over.
It is almost unbelievable sitting here.
It was 22 in the second half against Davidson, including the game winner. And now another turnover. Rhode Island forces another turnover. Shulga kicked it.
Yeah, and that was Thomas again, just getting in the driving.
Stripped away by VCU, and now a tie-up, and it's taken away by the Rams, and St. Louis gets it back.
They're playing straight.
We're going to get run out of the building early on. VCU never really capitalized on that 7-2 start.
And another turnover by the Rams of VCU. Here is Medor, guarded by Jennings.
The right time defensively.
Coach Erger was saying we were giving up way too many high 70 games as they get on the floor and not possession and forces a turnover.
Again, including missing the last 5 in a row from the floor. Bambasil at a throw at his feet. Edwards, how about the speed from Russell?
Noel Brown
just took the whole paint with him.
Shulga loses his handle to Hinton. And
into the foul circle, pulls up right elbow. Leaner is good. Dent scores. 4-1 Lobos. Right? You'd like to see Dent be aggressive early offensively. Jackson Jr. Jackson, a Michigan transfer on court for the first time for Coach Odom for the Rams. Shulga on the take. He traveled with it. Turnover. And Muffetnelli Jr. Joseph bounce speed. 35 for Dent. Dent lulled him to sleep and took him back door. Steal, Amsiel. Lobos by 7, looking for more. Stop to the rim. Layup, good.
Very unlikely. Colorado State actually played Fordham last year. That was the last time two mascots with Rams played each other as Lake comes up with the steal. They've got numbers of 3-on-2 with Morden.
Put me in, because they always want to be on that court.
Shulga takes a peek up. Hit that one shot as that pass is deflected and stolen back by the Rams. Coming off an emotionally charged loss to their...
As we're inside money time, 4.5 minutes left in regulation. Spinoza comes up with a steal.
I think that's 3 straight turnovers down here on the offensive end without even a shot attempt from Penn after this game. I bet you he'd tell you that he found out some things about his team in this game. You know, they hung in there, and there's some guys who played pretty well in here.
Maneuvering in the lane and gives it up to Clark.
This is a talented offensive rebounding group. Yep, that was a bad play on Shulga's part. They actually had 2 hands in.
Amboye the rebound.
Clark with a very good challenge on that 3-point shot by White.
Here's Shulga to the rim. Deflected and stolen by Eugene Brown. Comes into play on defense with Bamboye and Bambasil with the blocks. 5-second call on Shulga. Odom was hollering.
Shulga will run the point a lot of times for VCU when they get stagnant. He's a really good passer.
And that's an errant pass and a turnover off the hands of the freshman Brandon Jett, leading scorer for this Canes club. Out of bounds, and TV Teddy says we're going the other way. An 8-point VCU lead with the ball coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first half. The winner flies back home feeling much better.
Goes to work under 5 seconds to go in the half, draws contact, and they rule it a travel.
But he can shoot. He is a very good 3-point shooter.
Came into the tournament red hot, 9 for 11 from 3, stolen away by Davidson. He's doing it all right now for Nevada. Cross-court pass finds Shulga, drives baseline, tried to find Bambasil, and another turnover. Easier said than done against the #1 scoring defense in the country. Right on cue, they try and go into the paint. Seton Hall swipes it away.
Interesting category or stat to keep your eye on throughout today's contest. Shulga throws it into the stands, just narrowly missing the band.
Yeah, well, that's kind of lackadaisical play. I think the scouting report would tell you let him shoot, and that's a big shot with him struggling to score.
Just a 1-point game. Illich able to take it away from Shulga. Even numbers the other way.
Showing that long wingspan out on the perimeter. And Clark stole it from Merrimack. Nice pass to Beck and scores.
Good hit.
Inside 90 seconds and 10 to shoot for Shulga and the offense of VCU. Ball was kicked, saved, and here's the Warriors, and it was taken away by Jennings.
The energy difference between these teams right now.
Shulga, oh, that's easy to Clark, and he can't handle it. He thought he got fouled. Brown, no-look bounce. Hayes.
That was against McNeese State. Will Wade did not make a return trip from that appearance. As they say, Shulga lost.
Especially with this grouping, but they've been able to get penetration and to play off of that. A little zoom action here, down screen into a handoff.
Cheeks blocked by Shulga.
Good recovery by Max.
His shot is short. Duquesne now 0 for 5 since that 2-for-2 start. Dink is blocked from behind by Shulga. And then ripped away, Netchus.
Back three? Are you kidding me? Lake looking for the answer, in and out. Battling as Evans down low, ripped away by Shulga. And VCU is...
Bell lost it, picked up by Miles Watkins, goes to the rack, and Shulga comes up with a block. And a turnover by VCU.
A really good pass out of the post by Rubin. Watson got knocked that one down. You won't get too many of those.
And Winsu turns it over quickly to Russell. Now to Jackson. Jackson right to the rim. Foul going.
Oh, Hood's on the line. March Madness can drive you a little mad sometimes because there's so much pressure.
Oh, look at that. Picks the pocket of Deloach. And Shulga so
right back to Kane. Belongo over to get it. Brown can't handle. Furman to steal.
Up top, it's Cheeks. He's now got 65 blocks this season for the freshman. And a takeaway, Shulga. Jack Clark. And he's fouled. We've had 3 ties, 6 lead changes so far. Ball got knocked down, hands a key. Wanted a foul, nothing called. Here's Shulga.
CU team has. As most teams in the country, they can't throw it inside. Right there, guard-dominated program. Another turnover. This is what they really do well and get out in transition.
Jackson pump fake, dishes it down low, blocked by Dixon. He fortifies the defense for the Dukes. It's Crawford pushing the pace, and then ripped away by Shulga once again. 3-on-2 opportunity. They're strong. Gino Auriemma. That is a machine, and watching them just dissect any defense.
Do they ever lose in the Big
beautiful
East?
thing. Here's this stat. Here's the crazy stat with them. They're on the verge of their...
And to Beagle. Beagle gets it again on the repost. Shulga rips it away. Max Shulga eyes up, but time gets this.
Hayes as well.
The third on Russell. And there's another turnover. Shulga, grab from behind, and that's going to be a foul. They'll discuss.
With 3.5 left to go here in the first. Oh, and some miscommunication. Jennings lays it in, and VCU.
But it's full court pressure.
You talked about it, Dayton. Not just being passive with that pressure, but trying to attack it as Shulga rips it away, goes behind the back, trying to step through Alexander, who gets a good hand on it. Now on Jennings, so keep an eye on that. Key rolling intercepted by Shulga. Clark, the catch, kicks it back out.
Zed Cato has really shown up for Dayton.
Latong, the handoff, broken up by Shula. And Shulga gets the lay-in.
Now, they've been entertaining the last couple of years. Richmond had a very good season last year, so it made it even better. Neshkovich lost control. And here comes Bamasil. He'll sprint the length of the floor. Bamasil! Three-point shooting, massive today. It's a 21-point difference in three-point shooting. Ball's deflected.
Sometimes it's just being back at home, shooting in a familiar gym.
Swope to Johnson. Hands it up to Jimerson. That's a good matchup, Shulga and Jimerson. McContry along the baseline. Yeah, there's Shulga. Again, his defense has improved from last year to this year.
Tight Council has not scored. And he turns it over. Bamasil has it. Conference game of the season. Bonnies have lost 4 out of 5. VCU in second place. St. Bonaventure in 9th place. Turnover. Deflection. 4-on-2. Russell. Working practice so that they're ready to play. If it's more than 40, it's more than 40. They continue to double Brown. He lost it. He turns it over. Shulga's got it. Again, a turnover leads to a bucket at the other end. Hinton being hounded by Shulga, knocked away. Zeb Jackson's got it. Jackson.
Have two guys on him on occasion. Here it's one-on-one with Zeb Jackson. They like that matchup, Jackson on him.
Oh, Shulga, he is so good at getting steals and being disruptive.
And Bell trying to finish, cannot the house to Lawrence. Lawrence left sideline. Boy, he's caught in a real tough spot. Pass up top, stolen away by Shulga. Throws it toward the basket for Bamasil with a kiss off the glass.
By Mo Alley Cox is a freshman who had 48 blocks. Now playing football, of course, for the Indianapolis Colts, and a tie-up here, a jump. It's going the other way.
That's amazing.
Nice pass. Stripped away by VCU, and now a tie-up, and it's taken away by the Rams, and St. Louis gets it back. Trying to score 30 in the first half, have scored just 2. Swope inside had his pass taken away. VCU on the run to Bamasil. VCU ahead by 16. Again the switch with Shulga, and good hands by the Rams. They got a 3-on-1.
Bamasil looked at the clock, seeing who was in front of him, and said, oh no, I gotta make you pay.
And another turnover. VCU doesn't have to shoot it. And Fordham's back in front by 1. Russell misses on the 3. Good play by Shulga to create another chance for VCU. And Russell again from downtown. And
Welcome you to Chicago. Jack Clark with the lay-in as VCU is off to a flying start. The lead 4. Watson has it taken away. Russell.
Bob Lanier is the only other St. Bonaventure Bonnie in the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame. Details about the announcement and the induction will come at a later date as VCU.
Ahead 23-21. Collier inside. Gets his zone miss. Collier bangs, no foul. Shulga up ahead. Russell catches up with it. Loses. They have 15 in the game. Good play by Max. Goes behind his head. Bamasil with the finish.
Probably. He finds Nelly. Right elbow extended to the arc. Nelly going to work, spinning into the paint. Had it stripped and stolen away. This is Shulga across the timeline. Shulga back. Whip pass to Borovic, and it blew the layup. Nelly tapped no good, but Nelly got it back again. Nelly stripped on the rise this time. Loose ball, won by Shulga. Gets it ahead to Russell. Russell finds the trailer. Bam.
Jalen Lake, 6 points in the second half. Just 8 for the game as that bounces through the legs of Bemba. Picked up on the floor by Shulga, who also has 20.
Print tomorrow's season box score as he misses one there, so maybe I jinxed him. But it should still go up. Oh, Shulga, the genius. Wow.
Those are the winning plays. Shulga trying to put on.
That's good action that Penn runs.
Using that elbow, and VCU forces another turnover. Russell pops for 3. Got it.
I bet you if you talk to Steve Donahue from Penn after this game, I bet you he'd tell you that he found out some things about his team in this game. You know, they hung in there, and there's some guys who played.
Miami preseason number 6 in the ACC, but they boast a lineup that can score the basketball. Here's Bamisil from Max Shulga.
Good ball movement. Shulga, he'll usually make you pay on an open look. Gets it done on defense, tracks back, and the senior rips it away. Good defense by VCU, another takeaway. And their defense is suffocating. They will make you earn it. Swiped away, right on cue, Max Shulga. Cross-court pass, it was low. Dussel into the lane, through traffic. Regathers, swiped away. Shulga has it. Back-to-back big steals by... And now Seton Hall on a 7-0 run. Shulga puts an end to it. Max Shulga, big-time bucket. And the turnover. Shulga again. That full-court press to lead. Duo stripped. Max Shulga the other way.
It's tough offense.
Play of the game right there thus far.
Speed on the hardwood. Gonna be a jump ball. DC Brown. Ooh. Only 5 players in the scoring column thus far for Loyola. Brown, not one of them. Down low, Illich. Whistle the play, tangled up. DCU's going to take over.
Yeah, on the ball defender. Really moves his feet well.
That's at 6'10", 215 too. Turnover, Greyhounds. Shulga with ease the other way.
There he is right there.
There's Fats Billups. Euro. Can't finish. Shulga though. How about that from the 5th year? Low, so to get that 6'10" body type that can play all over. Whew.
He also doesn't require the ball. You know, he gets his points in all sorts of different ways.
Plus, NCAA tournament experience started all
3-point shot. He scored 20 in the win against Boston College Friday. Good hands by Shulga. And a foul on Beck.
Good at.
And that's coming off a 12-point performance against Boston College on Friday. Wild attempt there by Itumnu. And here's Bamisil.
He was doing being patient. And that's a good look. That is a good look for Furman to catch it 2 feet in the paint to go for the turnaround hook.
The double comes by Furman rather, and do that again this year.
Right.
Dorsett from 3. Back tap and saved by Dorsett to keep possession.
53%. Taves saw the double.
Oh, great job.
Shulga anticipates. Flies to the rim, bucket.
You said.
How did he find him? And the 3-ball off for Jennings. McFarland wants it, but BC gives it away.
Program to the tournament. What an accomplishment and a terrific coach. O'Connor on top. On the wing, free to fire. Here's a long shot by Anderson. And the rebound pulled down.
Down low, keep an eye on him. He wants to certainly play well against his former team, but that happens sometimes. Here's Watson for 3. Off the side of the backboard. I'm not sure why he shot that.
Along with Shulga, that's what they do very effectively.
Shulga had 2 points yesterday. It put him over 1,000 in 2 years as a member of VCU. Only the 4th player in school history to have it. Shot clock winding down. Edwards to the corner. Quinn for 3. That's shallow.
Not his game. Not his game. He's a driver.
Turnovers and offensive rebounding.
An offensive board for the Bonnies. Malanga, he can't hit it. How about another? 2 offensive. Counsel the crossover. Great space. Henton open 3, and Henton can't hit. VCU ball.
First basket coming 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the game for VCU. Now Cheeks for 3. That's good. And a solid start here for Dayton.
Your two guards are 6 feet tall or under, battling and securing rebounds.
Cheeks for three. Jackson has it. 10 doesn't go. Tapped around. Latong's got the rebound. Bennett, another spot up three. Same result. Another rebound by Santos to call in. 2 minutes gone by, second half. Smith to the corner. Good look here. Cheeks for three. Not there. Latong tips it. Back out to Bennett. Santos. Jackson's on him. Van Boye comes over for the help D. It's over to Bennett for three over Shulga. He got hit. He drains it. It's a chance for a fourth.
Alertness to Dinkins again. Not going to allow him to get going. 6 threes the last game. His career high.
Wilborn to the corner. That three is no good. As
Bell, that length and athleticism.
Rozier can't shake him. Couple of pump fakes. Edwards has to fire, no good, and VCU showing you why they're one of the top. 11 turnovers for Duquesne.
Look at that defense. I mean, they're just everywhere. Hands, only got wide open there.
Edwards, a chance for three, and it's the first triple of the night for the Dukes.
And Mikhail Tyne, a diminutive backcourt for Richmond. This is Neshkovich, D's it up, fires to White. Oh! First made. Neshkovich off the shot fake into the corner. Colin Tanner buries the three. A sophomore from Creedmoor, Ivy League degree. Yep. Shot clock winding down. Here's Neshkovich. Bounce it into the corner. Tanner again. Back-to-back threes for Colin.
That out with some wins.
Maddox looking for another one. Can't get it to sink.
Tanner is hanging up there for a reason.
Rivera backing his way in, caught in a double team. Jingay for three, no good. And Bamasil with the rebound. It is an incredible story. Shot clock is at 3. They kick it out. Diggins 4-3, no good. Rivera with the rebound. Gets every.
Shocking that didn't go in. Every single thing this young man has shot today has gone in.
Foster for 3, no good. Still, they have not converted a three-pointer tonight.
Play off him, then he hurts you.
VCU is a team that lives by the three. Here's Hutchinson sizing up a triple, and he jars it for GW.
You could just see Shulga looking at Jackson the whole time.
Castro into the corner, and a foul on the three-point shot. Autry.
Latong right there, battling for it. Couple of heartbreakers, but Dayton will scoop it up. Bennett, his three rattles home. That was 2 minutes of the contest. Alexander down low amongst the trees, can't get it. Connor, open three up top. Off the heel, takes a little.
Killers on the glass. You really have to make sure you tag somebody and play physical in the paint.
White, the transfer from Temple, gives it off to the left corner for McKeithen. His three is no good. Size advantage, yeah. Ball stripped away. ETN picks it up. Shot clock did not reset. Shot clock's at 2. They let it fly. It's good.
Shooter in the corner.
Well, I would agree with that. Under 18 to play, second half. Shepard for 3. It's an air ball. Bamasil.
Good job not having a switch there by Jennings, fighting through that screen.
Avi Luck caught the double team up top for Johnson for 3. No good. Jennings with the rebound.
Getting 17 a game in Atlantic 10 play with the added responsibility of running the offense.
3 from the corner. Halfway down and rebounded by Jackson. Wide open, hitting 3. It's the best look he's got the whole night. Rebound, tracked down, going to the floor for it. Bamasil, but Council has it. Fresh shot clock, hitting alone for 3. Missed again, and it's rebounded by Clark. Boy, Council just finding it tough to breathe. They're all over him. Moore. Rebounded by Furman.
Down to 4, right? Like, let's measure the score in these next 4 minutes. That's what coaches are doing.
Council has been hesitant to...
A little bit of time. I tell you what, though, VCU is doing a great job of doubling the basketball. Yep. They have doubled Green, also Thomas. Oh! But then the find from...
House goes inside for Fuchs. Fuchs faces up, skips it to the corner. Estevez for 3, no good. It was short. And tipped it. The inbounds goes to Lawrence. Lawrence into the paint, to the corner. Three from Estevez, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Bamboy.
Simpson thinking about another three here. Ajabo sets a screen. Now on top is Fleming for three. That's no good. Bell's got it. Giussetta is on the road at Richmond, so I'm sure Atlantic 10 slate tomorrow along with Davidson at Rhode Island. This one is almost said and done. Finkley, the offensive rebound for St. John.
Is fighting underneath the basket right now, doing a really good job defensively.
Johnson a long three. Tambila tips it out of bounds. Will work across half court. Every time he gets the ball, he's making them work.
He doesn't cheat you for defense.
Here's Rivera. And Jackson climbs the ladder. 9-point lead. 3-possession game for VCU. Riley left open for three. And
Trip to Hawaii, dropping a trio of games at the Diamond Head Classic. Both trying to get into a rhythm early in conference play. Corner look, Watson, no. And Watson, double coming. Wakoria, he'll knock it down.
This is all just to try to get Watson a touch at some point.
That's what they got. Couldn't deliver.
Back out. Really good defensive sequence on that last trip down for the Bonnies.
Skip pass over to LeJay Jones. Jones for three.
Brendan, we talked about it 10 days ago. He's out
inside, floats it in the lane. It's off the mark. And loose ball. Council comes out with it. Moore spots up for three. That one's too short, and it goes out of bounds.
Ball and the VCU turnover. Dent takes the inbound. Skip pass, left corner. Nolan wants another try to three. He comes up short. Borovic tracks down another 15-minute mark. Coming up on her first timeout. Lobo 6, VCU 5. Joseph screens for Dent. Whips it to Applehans. Right wing three ball is good. Braden Applehans is absolute. Just a short while ago. Nolan finds Dent right corner. He'll pull a three. Why not? It's Donnie's night. 38 for Dent.
It's talented player. Williams just able to get rid of it off the double. Crocker Johnson for three. Huge three right there. And got to rotate now. Two. Evans. Clark with the rebound.
At the ball offensively.
Roberts did just that to start the second half.
Oh, that should have been goaltending.
Then comes back with a missed three in the corner, and VCU gets it.
And 5 out with big man Spinoza running the offense.
George Smith for three. Tried to bait a foul, and now only VCU's second foul in this half. Roberts catch and shoot. And it goes. Polanowski for three. And Russell the rebound. Shulga with 6 of the Rams' 8. Douglas for three, and he comes back and answers the Shulga three. Starting 5 for both are on the floor, and a good play by Philip Russell, but back to Georgia Southern, and Dante Horn misses on the three.
Blackman, a 21-point per game scorer last year with the Canes. Still want to pound it down low. Good ball movement. Can Pat go 2 for 2? Not this time. Good Johnson Arigu with Bethia and Ugachukwu. The future's bright for the Hurricanes.
Very much so.
There's a 3 ball.
Turnovers is not what VCU needs right now.
4 freshmen on the floor for Jim Larinaga. Schwartz shoots it, misses it.
Foul line.
With under 7 minutes to go, this looks like a completely different VCU team than one we saw Thursday and Friday.
Both came into the tournament 4-0, picked up their first loss last night, trying to rebound and get back on track tonight. Long 3 from Trey. Coleman catch and shoot, missed it. Mission game. Nevada playing without Nick Davidson, who's been the catalyst in this second half comeback. Coleman, the tray for.
And they're not even playing without Tim Jackson Jr., who
just came into the game. This is his first appearance of the season. Isaiah Coleman knocks down the triple.
This is long.
I'm not sure that's a shot Ryan Odom wanted.
Theodosio. The first three-point shot made by someone other than Tyson Commander.
Off the screen, Winsu bumps. Shot clock is at 2. Dawson throws it up. It's no good. It's a violation. Doesn't matter. Russell
thought about a 3. Now with 5 on the shot clock, got to go to work. Over to Council. Into the lane he goes and draws a foul.
And if that's on Shulga.
And Council kicks. Now just 3 to shoot. Got to get something headed toward the basket. Jones a fade. And that is certainly not the shot that Mark Schmidt Bonaventure needs something right here. Over to Jones. Jones toward the basket, blocked away at the rim. Bam.
Now, as Joe mentioned and alluded to, the odds makers will be heavily in the favor of VCU, but there is value out there in the marketplace because I do think that there are still 4 or 5 teams here.
Dayton lost by only 2. 49-47. Chiefs drives in, doesn't go. Tapped around. Latong's got the rebound. Final season from Ukraine. Averaging over 15.5 points a game, over 6 rebounds on the run. That's on by Bennett. No, there's going to be a foul.
Thing and recover, but he does not. He's trying to trap it, leaving some open bodies now.
Cheeks, runner in the lane, it's good. Dayton is back in front.
Malachi so far out today with some really good looks.
3 of 22 from three-point range, not like them. Santos for 3. It doesn't go. Might have got
long after this under 8 timeout, assuming he's got to come back in the game.
Blooms, a step back 3. You're shaking your head.
You don't want that shot. You need your off.
Sometimes that doesn't matter as much anymore, to be honest with you, right? I mean, even the name on the jerseys, in years past, their previous 7 shots, and they're still up by 22. Cochera, Florida got
it. The crowd got Shulga. Shulga can turn it into points.
Yep, swing it quickly, side to side, ball movement, play. That's it. Attack the rim. That's what they got to do. Go to the rim. Easier said than done, Carter, but swing it.
Very long time, particularly in this league. Give him credit. Only in year 2 of being a head coach. Absolutely fantastic job by him, and there goes that man right there.
VCU, it doesn't matter who's on the floor, they click as a team.
That's why they're so good, and Dickens. So good. That's what he can do.
58 points per game.
Yes, certainly one of the best in the country. This is a tough place to play. Hasn't been very loud because, again, UMass has not been.
5 blocks for VCU, 4 for the South. Shot clock at 23. McKeithen still trying to get on the board. He finally does.
Yeah, that's a tough way to get on the outstretched arms of a big step-back jumper. This kid's Shulga special.
Here's Jones off the glass, no good, but he draws the foul.
Going to come out and watch good basketball.
Now, they've been entertaining the last couple of years. Richmond had a very good season last year, so it made it even better. Neshkovich lost control and intercepts to 20. Time. Neshkovich has not scored today. Neshkovich still has not scored. Oh, he took the shot clock down to 5. Jimerson up top for Johnson. Shot clock at 2. Johnson over the top of Shulga, and it's a shot clock violation for Kobe Johnson. Tough spot to give up your dribble. Jimerson, reverse layup, no good. Ball is deflected. Bamasil with the rebound.
Now the Bonnies will get it into the front court safely. Moore flips it up and in.
That's a tough make.
Kind of an unsettled sequence here. Moore looking to attack the rim. Moore hangs in the air. Rebounded by Shulga. Quickly moving.
Them pay for turning the basketball over.
Under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Lawrence. Traveling violation. Green double team. Jabunji in the paint. Lost it. Up off the glass. No good. Ball swatted around. Fuchs had it for a moment. And Lawrence to the corner. House into the paint. House's runner doesn't get the bounce. And Bamboye.
Simpson out to Brown, playing with the 4 fouls. Oh, that could have been a push-off. Instead, no call. Here's Reynolds. Puts up the 3. Short. Follows his own shot. Has
right now a couple of offensive rebounds.
from VCU has given them a 6-point lead.
And it makes it difficult with VCU because they have 4
play for St. Louis tonight. Chimerson got Shulga in the air and hits the triple from straight away.
That shot is so smooth.
Fordham with a chance to retake the lead. Here's Mador. Furman clears. 12-point VCU lead. We're inside a half minute. Riley hoists up the 3. The rebound to Clark. His 11th.
You think we were going to get that many Utah State Aggies references in today, did you? Here's Hinton getting inside, high off the glass, can't convert. Bell has it for. Here's Council getting inside off the glass, is no good, but Brown is there for the putback.
He won't get the assist. Guarded by Clark. Kick out to Dorsey. Shot clock is under 10. Dorsey goes glass and nailed it.
That was a tough shot.
The man handling the ball across the timeline capably. He finds Nelly. Right elbow extended to the arc. Nelly going to work, spinning into the paint. Had it stripped and stolen away. Cutting Borovicin and nearly threw it away. Phillip tracked it down. Skip it out high to Applehot. Shot fake. Drives left-handed. Shoots the runner. Left iron, no good. Rebound tapped out by Joseph.
She's looking to blitz this with the trap by Furman.
Here's Eugene Brown into the lane against Furman. Oh! Tyson Brown, the offensive rebound. He'll go to the
athletics. You know, every year is almost a new year. You've got transfers. You're trying to get new guys into the mix.
Bamboye with a big block. Jennings.
It's a VCU team that last year, second most single season 3-point shots made. And it's been a strength for him this year. That's going to be a walk.
Yep.
First turnover of the day for each.
For him. Instead, he gives it up. State McCray up and under. No. Kidd. Yes.
Nevada trying to find an offensive rhythm. Long stretches last night where they looked like this. Oh. Although that almost goes. A heave. Davidson cross-court pass. It was low. Dussel into the lane through traffic. Regathers. Swiped away.
Theodosio. We're going to get Shulga, and that's going to be goaltending.
For sure.
Well, you talk about attacking the rim.
McFarland. Venning off target.
Johnson on the drive against Bamisiel and found 2. Completely. Brandon Jennings in for the first time in this half. And one opportunity by Ben Johnson. But again, shot clock under 10 for Smith. Shoots over Shulga, and Bell clears it for the Rams. Back in, good to see him back after suffering that injury a couple of minutes ago. Here's Johnson. Good move into the paint for the former Mr. Kentucky.
Big time screen from Majuru. Phillips will drive into a thicket. Oh, knocked away inside. Swatted and how so?
Flips it to Watson. Rubin, he'll set some screens. Edwards again. Edwards for 3. No good off the side of the rim. Ball tipped around. Shulga.
Do a lot of their damage offensively.
Win in the game for Dawson. Deloach back in. Watson, quick step to his right. Couldn't convert. Deloach with the rebound, though. Another offense. Will looking to answer.
That's college basketball today. You got a lot of experienced players out there.
Does Watson can't convert. Zeb Jackson with the right. Sometimes they give him a little more latitude.
And he can finish. I'm telling you, like, he gets on 2 feet and he gets leaning in there. It's very tough to stop him.
Dawson could not.
Here.
2.5 to play. Edwards, fadeaway jumper, tough shot, no good. Clark rebound.
In the last 8 years, it shows you the competitiveness of this league.
Watson, step back 3. Can he get it to go? No. The ball's tipped around, saved by Clark.
But they've been able to get penetration and to play off of that. A little zoom action here, down screen into a handoff.
Cheeks blocked by Shulga.
Good recovery by Matt. Been way better than they were in the first 3 minutes of this game, where they were getting beat off the bounce left and right, and guys were getting into the lane like Malachi Smith does there. Doesn't get it to go, but that's where they were living earlier in this game. VCU
Smith. Rejected. Bamboye. Up top, it's Cheeks. He's now here. LaSalle, NC State, Clemson, and now here at VCU. Alexander on the drive. Posh Alexander, no. Key is there for the follow slam. And home. Gonna grind it out here in this one tonight. 5.5 to go. Smith on the runner, down the lane, off the window.
It's the same action to the other side of the court.
The same in the preseason, not in exactly that same order. VCU was the preseason favorite, and that's where they are right now. There's a foul here before the clock.
Can they get it across? Just barely beating the 10-second backcourt count. And now Tyne launches a three on the air ball, and the VCU with a little fancy dribbling. Now White attacks. White launches the three. That's an air ball into the hands of Jackson again. NCAA at-large chances. After a scare in the second half, the Rams will pull away, remain atop the
key players in foul trouble.
The Jeweler sets the pick. This is Darius Maddox. And that's
Key, the handoff to Bennett. He sets his feet, fires the three off target. Jaxical games.
Zed Key, though, has really shown up for Dayton.
Latong, the handoff broken up by
the program.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, there's a whole month of February left of regular season play. You can turn things around, and today would be a great time.
No doubt. Off the curl, White. He's been held in check. White, 17-footer off the front of the rim. Bamisiel with the board.
But at least
swing of the national scene.
Yeah, they got to pass the eye test. It's the consistency for
no
them.
Doubt.
I think they're losing in just too many different ways to where you don't necessarily trust.
Quickly up to Jimerson. Jimerson into the front court. Swings it up top for Anya. Back to Jimerson for three. It's good. And then Estevez boots. They were waiting for Thomas again. And Thomas into the paint, tried to bank it home, no good. Bamisiel with the rebound. Leading the break. 18+ per game, 8th in the A10. Thomas gives it off. Lawrence will take the three, and the answer no good, but Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has...
Rashir Fleming, Mr. Do It All. And at center, we have Justice Adjabbar, best shot blocker in the country.
Well, he back-to-back games, and he's just an old-school, tough VCU guard, according to head coach Ryan Odom.
Reynolds missing on the three. Rebound pulled in.
Now, St. Louis has to stay poised throughout this. This is one of the runs. The game is full of runs. If they want to be in this game, we're going to have to be able to withstand them.
To keep first place in the A10. They're currently 3-0. Jimerson hit off the side of the backboard. Up ahead. Both teams, you do not see a lot of zone from either one of these programs. Rivera pulls up from the free throw line. Russell the long rebound.
Breathing heavily because you've been playing this entire first half. Breathing heavily. You got 10 seconds to shoot it.
Medor for three, and that was short. The rebound to Russell.
The turnovers, they have plagued the Ramblers mightily in the last couple of games, averaging 18.5 giveaways per game. There's a confident finish from Des Watson.
Champion pick by the majority of the coaches and media in the Atlantic 10. Here's Melvin Council, gets one up in the air. Can't connect, but Noel Brown is there.
With 12 to shoot. Shot baked by Phillip. Phillip will back down Shulga. Spin, turn, fire. Tough right-hand hook. Short. Rebound Clark. VCU
now in 5 seasons. Ian Joe Bamisiel, the two leading scorers on this VCU team, as Morton misses the jumper and snatched out of the air by Jack.
Shulga made 1 of 2, and VCU has a 3-point lead inside 9 minutes. White in the lane, and that's going to be an offensive interference.
What the job of the task is.
I think they also know the clock is ticking.
Sure.
You know, that's a nice take to the hoop right there. Shulga with another foul. But
and attack the basket with this lineup.
There's Kidd from the elbow. Now Schwartz can't get it to go.
Aggressive in ball screens. They're going to send 2 to the ball. Good job finding Furman, him looking across the court.
That's all ball there.
Bucket 1 for their last 7 from the floor.
They've got stone cold.
Drive from Stemke. He's still held scoreless. Second half, Greyhounds start with possession. Speed, the lone player in double figures in that first half, swatted away. Block number 3 for Christian Fern.
Release of his, the confidence.
Spin from Stemke, gets the whistle. The bucket to go with it. 5 points now.
3 games right now, and he has gone with a freshman right off the bench. It was Hill on opening night. They with Bamboye against Boston College.
They're now 10 of 19 as a team, 53%. Taves saw the double.
Oh, great job.
Shulga anticipates.
Make the tournament for a second consecutive season individually. They got Maddox on the wing. Fires over Shulga. Rebound inside Clark. Hit high. There's a fun. Shot clock is down to 7. Sifting through traffic with the handles and the 3. No. Rebound corralled. Now, Emajuru comes out with a screen. O'Connor tries to work. The shot clock down at 3. Gets by Shulga and cannot put in the contorted falling down shot.
Muscle that this kid has, one of the best in the country. He's got jets. And that was an unbelievable shot to turn and spin around.
Sheldon Edwards dribbles it off his foot out of bounds to Dawson. He didn't play a whole lot in the first half because he had 2 fouls. Watson with the shot clock at 8. That's a tough shot. With the hand in his face, Shulga's defense has been 1-point game. VCU on top. Dawson to the logo. Dawson can convert, too strong.
Almost feel like Loyola.
Rebound quickly up the floor. Time winding down. 10 seconds left. Edwards working against Shulga. Edwards lets it go for 3. No good. Ball tipped around. Picked up by Clark.
Having that game under your belt, whereas VCU hasn't played in a week.
Council to the left hand and back to the right for a floater.
That's why you can't let him in the paint. There is zero concern about that from Shulga or Coach Oda. They're just playing to win, not worried about who's going to score.
Council, tough shot, won't go. Clark the board. 11 and gold have any airspace at all.
Second 3 of the game for VCU. They're within 1. Johnson driving on a point-blank look, but couldn't pay it off.
Push UMass to playing a little bit quicker than they want to, even though they're used to playing with a ton of possessions.
That was an acrobatic shot by Diggins, hit off the back of the iron.
Block shots.
But a time on the shot clock, even though the student section is counting it down. Ball blocked away by Bamboye.
For 2 of this bounce, LaSalle makes a great defensive play, and look what happens.
Well, they correct that. NC State and Clemson. Here's Jones, has it blocked away. Well, that's a lot of long arms.
LaSalle already coming out running offense throughout the first half. Too many guys were playing with the basketball. But right there, again, even though that was, he made a...
That's going to be a factor in a 15-minute game. Council gets on the board his first 2 of the game. Again, a turnover leads to a bucket at the other end. Hinton being hounded by Shulga. Virginia, the Siegel Center, sold out on this Friday night. St. Bonaventure desperate here, down 11. Council to the rim, lays it up and in.
Where Bamboye is going to hammer that thing.
Bamboye with 8 so far, and Johnson's shot was blocked. Bamboye was in.
Still here. Ryan Odom calling it just a great luxury to have a guy that knows what you do and help set the table. There's Edwards. Nobody deflects back to Dawson in attack mode. Can't get it. How about Bamboye flops? The lead 4. Watson has a take.
Hinton gets in the lane, throws it up, gets fouled.
To shoot.
Good defense, good help defense, good stunning.
Mbang with a step back 3, and that's a shot clock violation.
Loose ball to Borovic. Jet across the timeline with a right-hand bounce, go to by Shulga. He'll cross over and go baseline. Shooter running and score. That's the 3rd time on the float.
That time he finds the open cutter.
Dent driving hard. Dent scooping, and Dent is fouled. He goes, that's the inbound, guarded by Shulga. Bring it across the timeline. Now drive on Shulga. Go right to the rim and scoop and score the true freshman.
Attempted that shot from Pyramid Lake, and it's off the front rim. My goodness. Williams sees a crease, can't get the touch. Shulga.
Egregious one to make sure that they actually called it.
And Doug Sermon immediately called that technical foul as Horn draws a foul either on Shulga or a 84-53 lead. Fifth time at home that they scored at least 80. Bamboye with another block.
So you combine the two on the floor right now, Schwartz and Johnson-Arigu with Bethia and Ugachukwu. The future's bright for the Hurricanes.
Very much so. Now plus 15 from the three-point line, and then you mentioned the free throws. They're plus 7 VCU. So in a low-scoring game, those numbers start to add.
Shot clock down to 10. The point guard goes to work. Rejected at the rim. Jack Clark.
A team that's maybe a little thin down low, so to get that 6'10" body type that can play all over.
He also doesn't require the ball. You know, he gets his points.
3-point lead for VCU. Watson for 3 from the corner. It's good.
Great offense, great screen there, and at a high level.
Edwards lost it, got it back. Shot clock under 10. They go to Rubin. Dawson's back in with 2. Watson for 3. No good. Ball deflected. Watson gets it back. That foul on Clark, his 3rd, by the way. That's why he checked out. Watson into the paint, trying to force the action. Can't get it to go. Misdirected by Furman. Bell with the rebound.
Belonga to Council, and Council left it well short. There's a good.
All right, they're all over you here on the offensive end.
And the athletic advantage they have in this game is notable. They've got better athletes. They can guard their yard better. They're quicker. They jump higher, and that's.
Maddox.
So that'd be huge if they could get the single digits. Only that 4-minute timeout, as I said.
Maddox got a big screen from Haynes and makes the bucket. Timeout.
It away so that the easy layup could be gotten.
Back door for Drumgoole, and he had it blocked by Clark.
As well.
Bavasil's first foul of the half. Fresh 20 for Rhode Island. Green open for 3, short. And the ball go out of bounds untouched.
As we're coming up on the 12-minute mark of this first half. VCU ahead by 5. Nice backdoor cut to Gabe Dorsey, and he can't finish. Jennings on the push. Also with a delay of game warning for throwing the ball back to the official. Backdoor cut to Gabe Dorsey and off his hands. Another turn. Lowe picked up his dribble, guarded by Russell, and Russell is holding his left wrist as Gabe Dorsey misfires on the 3. Clark yanked down the rebound.
Good size and athleticism. 2 through 4 as well. 1 through 4 at times. Look at that pass. Wow.
Great out of bounds play. Bemba.
Shots are going down or not. He just continues to play. He also does not cheat you on D.
Nope. Here's Zanoni. And Clark climbs the ladder with the ball. Under 3 to go in the first half, and VCU ahead by 5. Here's White looking to answer with the left hand, and they're going to give Bamboye inside.
Job recovering. And their defense is suffocating. They will make you earn it.
Swiped away, right on cue.
Nice job by Shulga. Good cut, good finish.
Middleton, catch and shoot, misses it again. That's 3 straight misses. And Furman, the 2 big men with 3 each. Jenkins, pull up, pop, missed it. Just rimmed out.
There's that double. Nice job by the freshman. Brandon Jennings coming over, making a play, forcing a turnover.
Jenkins off the inbound. A big-time 3.
It's 20% three-point shooting.
So early, as you said, small sample size. I think that speaks to the level of the competition. Whoa! Shot goes over the backboard.
Don't see that one every day.
Point man at the season start. There's a lot of unknowns with BC as they learn who they are as they play games. Each team 1-0, hand down the lane, stripped on the way up. Lost it off. Very point man at the season start. Hand, free throw line. Rolls off the iron, Bamasil.
Never led in this one. This championship game, the winner going to the tournament. Good lead. Off the glass, wouldn't go. And the fight for the...
Rejected, Bamboye. Up top, it's Cheeks. He's now got 65 blocks this season for the freshman. And a takeaway. Shulga.
As he curls, that's short, bounces off the dome of Clark, and it's Rozier that gets the loose ball. Edwards knifing his way to the cup, gets his own miss, stripped, balls on the floor, and is finally called. The UConn women, Paige Becker, Sarah Strong, Gina Oriema. That is a machine, and watching them just dissect any defense.
Do they ever lose in the Big East?
thing.
Under control pivots and drops the nice and easy three-point shot to Shulga.
Is on the doorstep of 1,500. Higgins is 2 for 11 so far. Worthy along the baseline, leaves it inside. And Jingay can't convert. He'll get his own rebound. Nope, it's taken.
Shot clock in single digits for the Revolutionaries. Castro into Buchanan.
Difference in the three-point shooting, massive today. It's 21-point difference in three-point shooting. Ball's deflected.
Sometimes it's just
down and out. Good
Backdoor, Kobe Johnson on a beautiful pass from Swope. Hesitation, Jimerson. Wanted to get it to Anya, but he fell down. They get it right to him. Jimerson off the glass with the extra pass. Starts the screen. Shot clock is under 10. Anya, bounce pass to Jimerson. Reverse layup, what a beauty.
Same action they did earlier.
Avila, who combined to score 30 in the first half, have scored just 2. Swope inside had his pass taken away. Anytime as we're under the 4.5-minute mark. VCU ahead by 16. Again, the switch with Shulga and good hands. Are back in front, 34-33. It is our 10th lead change of this first half. Case.
Great pass right there by Durr. But you can't dwell on it because William and Mary is back ready for you.
The
good
backdoor
pass.
cut. Kincaid with the miss. Might have been altered a touch.
28-23, New Mexico by 5. 4-minute mark. Dent, left-hand drive, finds the cutting for Vichanen. Reverse layup, blocked from behind by Bell. Loose ball to VCU. 5 left. Lobos by 4 at 58-54. Dent, left-hand whip pass to Vichanen, who blew the layup. Nelly tapped no good, but Nelly got it back again.
Not a single Colorado State player has hit more than 1 3. So who do you target right now? Instead, they go for 2. And Clifford and Lake with another connection to pull.
This game was in doubt at all, Sean, but I bet you if you talk to Steve Donahue from Penn after this game, I bet you he'd tell you that he found out some things about his team in this game.
8 for Max Shulga. Big to big. Paid off by Brandon Johnson.
Well, you shoot it till you make it, but sometimes you can shoot yourself out of possessions or stretches of game.
They're on pace for...
Clark is a good on-the-ball defender. Really moves his feet well.
That's at 6'10", 215 too. Turnover.
BC only attempted 5 threes, hit 1. The miss on the block for Brown. Shulga.